Hey, everybody, you're listening to the Total Basis Podcast. I'm your host, Felipe Milicio, and with me I have a couple of guests as we are live doing our annual Mardi Gras Madness. And I see we have a pick already in. It's Mike, the Angels fan from California. He goes with Trey Turner. And let me introduce my guests. I have Robert from San Antonio. Say hi, Robert.
Hey,
And then I got Primo
hello.
from hello. I got Primo from New Jersey. You also get to say hi.
Yo, yo, what's up, everybody?
All right. Well,
And just so you know, Mike took Trey Turner because I'm sure he thought that's who I was going to pick.
well, this is a first for us. This is our first live draft Zoom call, so to speak. So thank you both of you guys for keeping me company. I'm gonna be here a while, just kind of talking to myself basically, as I have a second round pick, and after that, I'm going into the dark until the seventh round. It looks like. So I'm gonna enjoy just kind of taking a back seat and get to moderate this a little bit as the second pick goes off. Cole Reagans, and this is the league where we have three keepers and two minor league players, but not everybody keeps a minor league player. Why? I'm not sure. It's free. Just keep a damn minor league player. You get they're protected. God. Anyway, it's a pet peeve of mine, Robert, as you could tell. But the picks are flying. Logan Gilbert going in the third round with a third pick. He goes to Houston Steelers team, and then balls out once again. Mike from the Angels fan going with Cattell Marte. Primo, I gotta ask you, any surprises there so far after four picks?
Uh, well, I was going to go with Gilbert, but he was stolen. So
Where are you picking?
I'm up right now.
Ah, okay.
Who am I going to go with?
I don't know. This
No,
is history right here, man. This is the first time we have a live person giving their audio thoughts before their pick. So we're witnessing
so who
history
should
here.
I go with? Let me, let me try to get this guy.
Who's the guy? Ah, he's going with Garrett Coquet, the lefty from Boston. Uh, I mean, what about you, Robert? Are you shocked that the way the draft is going, three starting pitchers going off the board and within the top five picks here?
He's not supposed to, but
And I gotta keep reminding myself that I think Robert just wants to listen and not really discuss him. Corbin Burns, geez, the pitchers are going by fast. So, although I don't know, I think there were more hitters kept. Yeah, one, two, three, five, six, seven starting pitchers were kept this year. Everybody else was a hitter. So clearly, there's more hitters than pitchers
lots
available.
of available pitchers.
Or
Lots of available pitchers.
that's what I meant. Sorry, lots of available pitchers as opposed to hitters. So.
Yeah, nobody kept a catcher.
Nobody kept a catcher. That's true. Yeah. That's what happens when we decrease the number of keepers from five to three. Catchers are now, you know, not worthy of being kept from year to year. But yeah,
I think I think this guy's going to have a big year.
and Primo with his second first round pick, Cody Bellinger so far. So Primo going Garrett Croquet and Cody Bellinger. Where's Cody Bellinger on my cheat sheet here? If I could find it. And of course, when the lights are on, I can't find Jack anything unless I accidentally deleted his name, which is also. Oh, right. I listed him as a first baseman. I was looking for him in the outfield. Cody Bellinger, top
Yeah,
10. He's the 10th, my 10th ranked first baseman going with the first round pick, virtually the fourth round, really. And speaking of left-handed pitchers who used to pitch for the Red Sox, Chris Sale going off the board as well. Two, the White Sox fan, my boy Steve Carey, thorn on my side that he is. I'll try to be nice on this one. I want to keep it kid friendly. Pete Alonso going to the Yankees fan. The Evil Empire picks Pete
ouch.
Alonso. What was that? Ouch.
This is where the pain is because first Bellinger and then Pete Alonso.
Mike Trout going with the 10th pick overall to the same guy. So the Yankees fan gets
Uh,
Pete Alonso and Mike Trout. Back to back picks there. And then Primo with the third first round pick goes with Kyle Schwarber, the Phillies player, the Phillies fan getting the Phillies player. Oh, I get to pick. All right. Who am I picking? I have no idea. I did not plan for anything. I just have a cheat sheet, but not very it's not very telling as to what I should be doing here. Yeah, because after
Yeah,
this, I don't get to pick.
I'm not used to having this many players in my queue because I don't usually draft until the fifth round.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, and then we got closers too that I got to keep
Shit.
track of. Hmm. So Jazz Chisholm, that's Mike's third first round pick, the Angels fan. He goes with Jazz Chisholm, the third baseman. I think he also qualifies at center field, so not too shabby there. And then I still don't know who I should get with my upcoming pick. We enter the second round, and once again, Primo gets a pick, and he picks Devin Williams. And
He saw my
Mike,
list somehow. He's getting all my players.
Matt Olson going, and I was hoping I can get Matt Olson in this round, but it's my turn now, and I still don't know who I should pick. I'm not liking the list of players you guys left over to me. Um, uh, yeah, there's plenty of guys out there without saying too much. Yeah, but you know what? I think I'm just gonna go with it. This guy that I'm gonna pick right now. He's in the top 10 on my starting pitcher list. So I'm gonna get him if I could find him on the big board here. Where the hell is he? Uh-oh.
He's already gone, Felipe.
Was that?
He's probably already gone.
Oh boy, did I not? No, there he is. I'm gonna go with a Dodgers pitcher, Blake Snell. Blake Snell is he's my ninth best pitcher, starting pitcher on my big board, and that's what I'm gonna go with. And if it ends up screwing me, oh well, I don't care. It's the second round, and the next one is until the seventh. I'm gonna go on autopilot for the next 6 rounds, you guys. How about that? It's
That
easy,
works.
easy pickings here. Castroville, we got our commissioner picking Josh Naylor. All right, Josh Naylor, personal favorite of mine. Felix Bautista going. Oh, so Robert had back-to-back picks. I didn't realize that he gets Felix Bautista as well.
Mm.
Interesting. All right, Robert, if you're there, why don't you, if you want to chime in, speak on your team so far. What do you think of your team? You know what? Maybe I should share my screen. That
Uh,
will
I'm
go ahead.
still trying to get my brain to think about this league and not the categories league. But I had Naylor high on my list, so I'm happy with that.
All right.
I wanted to get Williams, but you got him, I guess, or somebody got him. And I wanted to get a strong reliever, so Bautista, I got him in both leagues. I like it.
Yeah, Primo was the one who picked Devin Williams, right? Is that what I heard?
Yeah, he saw my list ahead of time.
All right, well, there's your team so far. Josh Naylor, Gunnar Henderson at shortstop, Jackson Merrill at center field, Jason Dominguez as your minor leaguer, but he's in your DH slot right now, I guess. And then Felix Bautista and Zach Wheeler. So off to a good start there. Can't complain too much. Um, let's see who's picking right now. Mike. That
It
looks
looks
like.
like Tim. He might be
Oh,
on
it's
auto.
Tim. Oh no, he's gonna miss it. I feel like he's been missing out the last couple of years. The on Yeah, Austin Riley, and I'm not sure if that was an auto pick or not, but more than likely it was. So hope everything's okay with Tim. Next up on the board, Austin, who might also be running late. So not sure what's going on there, but uh, this is what we signed up for, guys.
Yeah, I don't think Tim really wanted Austin Riley. He
Uh,
kept Rafael Devers.
maybe trade. I mean, he's gonna make trades anyway. You know, Tim. You know how Tim is. He's gonna
Oh,
make like a million trades, or maybe he did. Maybe
he
he
might
wanted.
take he might be taking the auto draft approach. It works sometimes.
Yeah, now Austin Riley, that's his DH, man.
But does it really matter? Because by the end of the year, you have a totally different team than you drafted anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Most
Yeah, yeah, especially if it's you, right, Primo?
No, not necessarily me. I don't usually.
No,
I'm usually.
just your draft picks then. Your
Yeah,
draft
it is.
picks.
Okay, it is me.
There you go. Well,
Well,
Austin says he's in there, but he's taking his sweet time making this pick. Oh, he just made it. Tristan Cassis. Oh, good. I like that one. Hmm.
Yeah.
Although Tristan
Uh,
Cassis, number 8
Here's
on my list at first
here's the
base.
one I got. I got really high this year on this guy.
Bryce Miller, yeah, I kind of been sleeping on the Mariners rotation for some reason, and yeah, I'm kicking myself that I didn't rank Bryce Miller higher or get him in any of my leagues, but I'm still happy with my pitching staff across my leagues. This one, I have no pitch. Oh yeah, well, Blake Snell, I got Blake Snell. Hopefully he stays healthy. Let's see. Well, might as well look at my team. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm sharing the screen. I'm gonna go to my team, the Black Hole Army, which I'm every year I tell myself I'm gonna change my name, and I never do. But there's my team right there for the people watching on YouTube later on. I got Yordan Alvarez, Aaron Judge, Mookie Betts, Blake Snell, Jackson Joby, and Noah Schultz. And I'm just watching my 2025 hopes dash into a burning sensation because all the players that I want are getting picked because I had nothing I could do about it. So let's see. Let's see how deep my knowledge goes, man. That's the challenge, right? Let's see if I can create a team with a bunch of
Come on.
sleepers.
We
What?
know who you're going with next.
Who, me? In the
Mr.
seventh?
Mr. Inevitable. He's on your team every year.
I don't, well, we don't talk about players who aren't drafted yet, but I don't know, man. I mean, seventh round, it's hard to tell. Houston Steelers are on the clock right now. That's Steve, the other Steve, Stephen K. That's Steven's team, and he goes with Tanner Scott, which ooh, that's a little risky. I don't know about that. In the virtual, what round is this? The virtual fifth round, right? After the three keepers were kept. But Tanner Scott, I don't know about that one. Am I missing something
How
there,
can you go
guys?
wrong? How can you go wrong in Los Angeles?
But there's a bunch of good closers still available, and
Oh, I got you. Yeah, I got you. I got you.
yeah, and Tanner Scott to be the what's that the sixth relief pitcher on a team so far. That's kind of murky. I'm not a fan of that pick. Texas Power Drinkers up at the plate. He's was he a Astros fan from New Mexico, right? Is that where Shane lives, or is that Shane's
Yeah,
bio
yeah,
right
he's
there?
in New Mexico. Yeah, he's in New Mexico.
What
But
throws
he's
me
from
off
Texas too.
Yeah, what throws me off is that he's a Cowboys fan. So like, wait, is he in Texas or is he in the other state? So no, but I think you're right, New Mexico.
Cowboys fans around the world, Felipe.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. O'Neal Cruz. Oh my God, I'm Primo is also a Cowboys fan. Ironically enough,
Yeah.
awful. What? Why are you guys here? I don't associate with Cowboys fan.
Well,
Bear
I'm
down.
truth that I'm a Cowboys fan until they play the Eagles, and I'm always a homer. So
Really quick after the Tanner Scott pick, O'Neal Cruz going to Shane's team, Wyatt Langford going to Mike's team. Again, that's the Angels fan in California. And we got our first catcher also going to Mike's team. Geez, how many picks does he need? How much help does he want?
I don't
Mike.
know, but that was my next pick. Was William Contreras?
Ooh, you guys sniped a little bit with although Tech Shane is in the way there. I feel bad. I feel like the
and
chat is. Go ahead.
my next pick was Langford. So we
Oof.
both got sniped.
Oof. Josh Hader going to the Astros fan in New Mexico. Shane picking up Josh Hader. Josh Hader is the seventh relief pitcher. How the mighty have fallen a little bit here. The seventh relief pitcher going in this draft or in this league. And that's including the keepers and the guys who were selected already. Castroville, Robert on the clock with a minute left to go. No pressure.
There's just so many pitchers out there.
Oh yeah. I kind of feel bad
But I
that
gotta hold off.
go ahead.
I gotta hold off on pitchers.
I feel bad that I'm not involved in the chat like I usually am, but nah, that's just too much for me. I'm only one person. Brian Reynolds going to Robert's team. All right. Playing it safe in the outfield is what I'm guessing here.
That fills out my outfield.
Oh yeah, that's right. Let's look at your team then. That's what I wanted to do. In the meantime, oh wait, a couple of picks go by. The Yankees fan going with Willie Adames and Primo going Jose Altuve. I keep looking at the draft board or the draft order to see if I'm up next, but no, I gotta remember. Just a mirage. I don't get to go until later. Right now on the clock, it's Austin. Also an Angels fan from Southern California, but he's on the other side of the desert. Oh, Wait, I thought that was Austin. Never mind. Oh yeah, he did make a pick. I'm sorry. Alex Bregman going to him. And then I think Tim is an autopilot. He goes with Christian Yelich, which yeah, he's definitely an autopilot, I can tell you that much. Yeah, that's okay. Like we have
Yeah, he's
confidence in
already
Tim.
got Duran for left field. I mean, he's on autopilot.
Well, that sucks. Who's next? Who's that team? Is that Tim again or is that Mike? I can't tell the logo. It's Mike again. Well, might as
Yeah, Mike.
well. Mike's gonna have his starting
I
lineup
think
set.
this is his 12th. I think this is his 19th pick. He's done.
This is disgusting. Why do people keep trading him their first round picks, man?
How many times have we talked about this?
Oh my God, yeah. Yeah, I was joking that he's gonna have his lineup set by the by the 10th round, but it's actually a lot sooner than that. Uh
Exactly.
William Contreras, Matt Olson, Ketel Marte, Jazz Chisholm, Trey Turner, Wyatt Langford, Corbin Carroll, Julio Rodriguez, and Shohei Ohtani. Hey, yeah, the season's over. Yeah, just give him the championship. Well, because he's had early round picks before, like in bunches before, and we just have seen him just like kind of drop the ball time and time again. But he might have learned his lesson this time of year, and he still doesn't have a pitching staff. But
No,
what?
he'll trade half of them away by week 3.
Oh, that's it. I need more first round picks for next year.
Yeah,
If he could
that's
keep
what.
his hand off the tray trigger, he'd be doing a lot better.
Some people just want to make trades to make trades, and I guess
Hey,
that's okay. What did I
sure.
say? What I say the loud part
I'm
quiet
on
is
deck.
Marcell Ozuna. Oh, we have some picks here. Sorry about that. Jacob DeGrom going to Mike's team. Steve Carey, my friend, the White Sox fan, taking I'm sorry, Hunter Green. So he's gonna once again Hunter Green always makes his team. Maybe the fourth time's a lucky charm here. Marcell Ozuna going to Houston Steelers and Music City Stars. That's my friend Melvin, the Cubs fan from Nashville, going with Luis Castillo, who has dropped in terms of draft stock a little bit, but for Melvin,
Well,
he's still an
I got
ace.
a big surprise for you, Felipe. Are
Oh boy, let's give it to me.
you ready for this one?
I'm always ready. Of course, of course, the Astros fan who always gets Framber Valdez every season gets Framber Valdez this season. Was that like the sixth consecutive year you have Framber Valdez on your team, or what?
I
And
lost count.
that's almost as guaranteed as the pick that I'm thinking you're going to eventually take.
Oh God, go ahead.
You got to know who I'm talking
I have
about.
no idea who you're talking about as we enter the fourth round, and Christian Walker going to Carey's team.
Oh, I'm up.
Yeah, Christian Walker, the sixth best first baseman on my draft sheet, and I think that's
Yeah,
you. Who is that?
I like this.
That that is Primo. Yeah. Man, this I'm looking at Mike's team, man. That is just solid, man. That is solid. No, I think he learned his lesson. I think he did some research and laid off the booze a little bit, made some smart choices.
Yeah, don't ask me what I'm doing. Different
Already?
strategy.
And he goes with Ryan Helsley. Okay, the Cardinals closer, and Edwin Diaz. Okay, so Primo with his two first picks in the fourth round, going Edwin Diaz and Ryan Helsley, and then sandwiched in between those two picks was Raisel Iglesias. I think I would have gone with Helsley over Iglesias, but you can't go wrong with any of those two closers there.
No, I took Diaz and Helsley.
Yeah, that's what I just said. Diaz and Helsley.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah, I'm multitasking, but somehow I'm keeping it all together here. Let's take a look at Primo's team. Logan Webb going to the autopilot, and before that, Pablo Lopez. So back-to-back starting pitchers after all the closers were selected in the fourth round. And there's Primo's team with Bryce Harper, Jose Altuve, Cody Bellinger, Kyle Schwarber. Those are his hitters. Ronald Acuna going to be on the injured reserve list. Aiden Miller. Yeah, that's a pretty damn good team there, Primo, as well. Lots of pitchers going in this round. Now we got Logan Webb, Zach Gallen, Max Fried. Oh boy. Yeah. They saw the relief pitchers going by, so all these guys decided that they were gonna pick the closers right off the bat before they go. Sorry, they saw the closers go by the wayside. Now they want to make sure that they get a starting pitcher before it's too late, as it looks like Carey's on the clock.
crazy thing is, I came into this draft with I'm going to draft hitters.
Yeah, that's what I tell myself all the time. Yep, yep. But it's hard. It's hard to ignore that pitching staff because in a points league, pitching should be king. But at the same time, there's so many pitchers, as you guys have alluded to already. So you got to keep that in
Well,
mind. But
plus,
go ahead, go ahead.
plus, plus the other thing is, the two star pitchers that you pick up.
That's right. Yeah, so you got
You
to
know,
leave room there.
yeah, you got to leave a spotter open. One or two spots open for that.
Yeah, and my stubborn ass doesn't want to do that because I still believe that every single draft pick I make is the best draft pick ever. So a little bit of hubris on my side as Justin Steele goes to Carey's team.
That's
Go ahead.
that's why I would like to see a pick limit eventually in this league.
A pick limit?
Well, so many adds and drops for either per
Oh,
week or per season.
yeah, we brought that up before. It's never a popular thing, but yeah,
Mm.
that is a problem for sure. I agree with you there. As Byron Buxton and Michael King go to the two other Astros fans, Steve K and Shane. So Byron Buxton,
Shane, I wanted Michael King again.
no King for you, man.
Byron Buxton.
Yeah,
Oh,
not liking Stephen K's draft so far. It's just too many risks just for the sake of taking risks. I'm not a fan of any of that.
geez, just they could have got him, 10 rounds later. Some leagues he
Jeez.
doesn't even go drafted.
That's right, especially in
You
our
know,
yeah, he almost went undrafted in both of my of our category leagues there, yeah, for sure.
but I think you had the. Didn't you pick him up last week or last year? And I said he'll be injured in like 3 days, and the next day he was injured. I think.
Yeah, maybe it sounds like something you would do to jinx people. Sure, sure thing.
No, I don't jinx people. That's you.
Oh,
Bad
I'm the
luck,
one who
Felipe.
jinxed people? No, get out
You
of
jinx
here.
me. You start talking about my players in the basketball league, and the next thing you know, they're like, you got voodoo dolls of them. You're sticking pins in them or something. But
Uh,
it's all good.
no, bro, I don't have that kind of power. I don't have that kind of power. We're entering the fifth round. Oh, I'm just a couple rounds away from picking again. That's cool. As Michael Harris went to Texas Sooner, I think he's a Red Sox fan from Oklahoma. I think it's the first time I'm mentioning his name too. So Texas Sooner, John E's team.
He is definitely an Atlanta fan.
Who, John E?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that. Why oh, because if you picked Michael Harris, that's why. Back-to-back closers go in the fifth round with Andres Munoz and Mason Miller. The top 12 are
Mm.
almost highlighted on my cheat sheet. In the meantime, Spencer Schwollenbach just went to Mike's team. And before that, Houston Steelers get Teoscar Hernandez. As yeah, I still have Steelers on the share screen there. Let me refresh the thing here. I'm also looking for Teoscar Hernandez. There he is. He's the starting left fielder. He can also qualify at right field, as those are the only leagues I play in. I don't play this cheap three outfield, any outfield will do situation. No, because I like a good challenge. That's why. Any pictures for this guy? Joanne Durant, Logan Gilbert, Tanner Scott. Okay, well, yeah, Trevor McGill. I think he's trying to get all the closers. Steve K is. Who's on the clock? Is it
Oh,
Primo? Yeah,
yeah,
Primo on the clock. And after that, it's
tough one, but
Austin. And then Primo gets to pick again after Austin. CJ Abrams, that's a good pick. CJ Abrams, the my ninth best shortstop. Although I'm not sure if he's good at points leagues. That's because of the strikeouts. I definitely was happy to get
well,
him in
Russ,
my categories league. Go ahead.
they can get some steals. So,
Yeah. Would you call it a gamble?
uh, I call it. I call it. I got him in my other league, so I'm taking him here.
I would call it get your ass out of the casino and go back to the hotel room and get some rest, young man. That's what I would call it. You, Yeah, he loves Chicago a little too much, is what I gathered from him. The ironic part was he wasn't even in Chicago. He was in the suburbs at the casino playing poker at 3 a.m. and stuff, and he got caught and he got suspended by the team for a little bit. So hopefully he learns his lesson and doesn't do that again and concentrates on the rest of his career. At least that's the hope we can make. As Nolan Aaron, I'm sorry, I thought that was Nolan Arenado. That's actually Aaron Nola going to Austin's team, and now we got Primo back on the clock. Did you get sniped there, Primo?
No,
Okay, you
no,
weren't.
I'm done with Nolan.
You're done with
I
Nola.
watched him. I watched him enough to know he's a 5 inning pitcher. He does great up to 5 innings. It's when they put him in for that 6th inning one, he implodes.
Jeez, man,
So
tough crowd. The Phillies fan
On the
is tired of
Padres,
Aaron Nola.
yeah, I'm thinking.
Yeah, 25
Mm,
seconds left. He's thinking. He just got C.J. Abrams. He's looking for the second pick in the fifth round. With with many picks comes great responsibilities, for sure.
oh my god! Now the thing is like locking up on me. There you go.
There you go. With 7 seconds left, he picks Adley Rushman. Primo does. So the second catcher's off the board. My number two catcher. Yeah, the only catcher that was kept was Samuel Basallo as a minor leaguer, if you want to include him in there. But let's face it, he sounds like he's going to be a first baseman more than he's going to be a catcher. So does he really
Yeah,
count? Does he really count? Who knows? Robert's on the clock with a minute left.
I
And
couldn't pass him up though this late.
let's take a look at Primo's team really quick on the other screen here. Juan Soto says, our, not the player Juan Soto, but our league mate Juan Soto says, I'm done adding to the queue. It's pointless. They get drafted as I add them. And so it looks like he got sniped from Miller and then Abrams. Which Miller? Oh, Mason Miller. Yeah. Johnny wants to know who we got left in the final four. I don't know. Probably Duke. And of course, Juan says anyone but Duke, as Yoshinobu Yamamoto just got selected. But before that, Brandon Nimmo went. And now Anthony Santander just went as well with to Steve K's team. So all of a sudden, I look up and all these picks were just made. So Brandon Nimmo, the center fielder for the New York Mets, or outfielder for the New York Mets. I don't know where they got him going this year, but he usually is a center fielder. But they also have Jose Siri, from what I remembered, and then Yoshinobu Yamamoto, who is my 13th best starting pitcher on my cheat sheet here. Looks like Steve K. Is that Steve K? No, that's John E. Sorry. John E., Texas Sooner, Red Sox fan, Oklahoma Sooner fan from Texas. Make it make sense. It doesn't to me after all these years. He's explained it to me before, and I still that does not compete in my brain. So, but he, that's your friend, right, Robert? I always forget who's your like friend and who isn't. But you guys know each other like that?
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. With 25 seconds left for John E. to make a pick as we take a look at Primo's team with Atlee Rushman, Bryce Harper, Jose Altuve.
Ah, damn it, John.
And it looks like Primo
Right
just got
here.
who got sniped? Was it Primo or Robert?
I had
Got it.
Sasaki on my list.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh boy. Well, Evil Empire, the Yankees fan, now he gets to pick. As I try to figure out how to do the how to work the auto the draft thing here because I'm kind of confused. I haven't had a need to use it, and now that I'm trying to get ready to use it, I forgot how to use the CVS one. I've been using Fantrax this whole time. Kevin Gossman going to the Yankees fan. I'm not sure about that one. Lots of good pitchers, and he's not one of them. Not this year. Not this early. Yeah, but Yankee fans gonna go with the Blue Jays pitcher. So we'll see if that works out for him. But yeah, it's a ridiculous wealth of starting pitchers that are still available out there. Just ridiculous. But getting back to the Final Four talk, yeah, I don't watch college basketball, but I'm assuming Duke's gonna win. Because it seems like that's the thing that they do over there.
Uh, Duke, Auburn. Who else? Houston.
Houston Cougars. Okay. Houston, that is their nickname, right? The Cougars.
Yes, the Cougars.
Okay. See, I know some things. I know some things about basketball, college basketball. But most
But
importantly, Primo, for my sake, are there any players worth keeping track of that will look nice on my fantasy basketball team next year?
uh, no.
All right then. Will Smith then goes
You
to Johnny's team. Go ahead.
don't need no help. Now, me, what am I going to do?
I don't know. You got to keep two
What am
players
I
for
going to
next year.
do? I got Wemby's hurt, Johnson's hurt, George is done,
Wait, which Johnson?
and
Which
my
Johnson?
Jalen Johnson,
Oh,
the
yes.
guys you all laughed at me for picking.
Yeah, he'll be back next year.
You
He'll
said
be-
it was the wrong Johnson, but or no, I'm sorry, the wrong Jalen. You
Yeah,
said.
the wrong.
uh, but yeah, so the best player, do I keep LeBron?
Oh, wow.
Like,
Now that's a question. That is
yeah,
a question. That's a hell of a question. Yeah. How does he have LeBron James and still be losing? I don't get it. Yeah, that's fantasy basketball for you.
it is.
Yeah. No, but let's just face it. This year, you guys ran into a juggernaut in Felipe, and yeah, have not looked back ever since. And I'm one player away from winning that first game against Leon's team to be undefeated in the regular season. I don't think we've ever seen in all the years we played fantasy basketball together, Primo. I don't think I've ever seen uh, an undefeated team before in my life.
Mm, yeah,
But
me neither.
yeah, so it was pretty darn close. And
We
after that, never lost ever again. Go ahead.
we had we had quite a few teams, not quite a few, some teams that like took many weeks off.
Yeah,
Surprise! Like,
yeah.
I don't say nothing, but
No, I mean that's definitely an issue. But hey, I mean if you're gonna pay only to not pay attention, then I mean more power to you. I'm glad that you guys are paying your yearly subscription to be Felipe's best friend over there. So cool. I love it. I love it. Lots of picks went by as the sixth round is about to end. I see my name showing up three consecutive times, so I'm a little nervous about that. I don't know what to make of it. I don't know what to do, but I finally get to
Back to
pick some.
back to back.
Yeah, so in the meantime, Texas Power Drinkers going back to back. But let's go back to the sixth round. Will Smith, Ronel Blanco, Brent Rooker, Shota Imanaga, Wilson Contreras, Seth Lugo on autopilot, Bailey Over, Tyler Glass now going off. And he's my 14th best starting pitcher, so that's a hell of a value pick. George Kirby, somebody tell Juan that George Kirby is injured. And we don't know when he's coming back. Lawrence Butler and Hunter Brown, the Astros pitcher. Okay. Interesting selections there. Who? Oh, of course, the Astros pitcher going to the Astros fan. Another homer pick. Yeah, I've lost track of who the amount of homer picks, but I'm pretty sure Texas Power Drinkers might be in the lead there. I think. I'm just guessing here. Right now, picking is Mike, the Angels fan. Of course, he's gonna pick two players that I really want. Actually, I don't even know who I want. My queue's not even set up. And yeah, I just been looking at my cheat sheet to see what I have, and I honestly don't know what to make of it. But I might just go back to back to back starting pitchers. There's a lot of good pitchers left there.
Trevor Bauer's available.
Oh yeah, let me pick him. Oh geez, Johnny says he can't connect. Like, ugh, try again.
well, he should get another shot in the league as far as I'm concerned. But
Who was I gonna
I
look
don't
at?
want to.
I forgot who I was gonna look at. Was I looking at my team? Oh no, I was gonna look at Shane's team. Sorry about that. I'm sorry, thinking out loud here. Here we are. There's Shane's team with Freddie Freeman, Ozzy Albies, O'Neill Cruz already on the squad. Lawrence Butler, Brett Rooker, a couple of athletic players. His pitching staff is already almost well rounded there. One, two, three, four, five, six. He almost has a starting rotation. Just letting them know that we got letting Johnny know to try again. I don't know what to tell him that doesn't work. It should work. Luis Robert. Oh my goodness. Of course he goes to Mike's team. I don't think I'm gonna go outfielder in this one. Not. Nah, I might do not do outfield. Oh, but there is a couple of starting pitchers I might go with as I patiently wait for Mike to finish up there. Okay, I see that he already got Spencer Schwellenbach, so I'll highlight him out. I'll scratch him out. All right, Jordan Romano. Okay, I don't like that pick at all. So, but that's good for me. He didn't get any of my players, and it's Felipe time. All right, let's do this. We've been waiting all night for me to pick again, and I still don't know who I should pick. Um, let's see here. I'm definitely gonna get this pitcher. Let me see. I'm assuming he's still available. I look him up a little bit. I think I need to stockpile on pitching. There it is. I'm gonna go with Jack Flaherty, my 19th best pitcher, starting pitcher, I should say. Let's go one more pitcher. When in doubt, just pick a pitcher. Any pitcher will do, really. But well, not really any pitcher. There's one pitcher in particular, and I'm just gonna double check, make sure that he's not hurt, which I didn't do for Jack Flaherty. I'm assuming he's healthy, ironically enough, because I always assumed that his career was over because of shoulder injuries. Let me double check Jack Flaherty. He was healthy the last time I was looking at him to draft in the other leagues. I don't see anything, so I guess it's all good to go there. I'm gonna go with Sandy Alcantara. He's been looking good this spring, and I moved him up as my 25th best starting pitcher on my cheat sheet. And then to finish up, I don't have any infielders. I don't have any infielders at all. But there's this one guy I've been keeping an eye on, and we'll see if he's available. But before I do that, I'm just take a quick look and glance as I have 1 minute left to go at my cheat sheet. Make sure I haven't missed anyone. I don't want any first baseman. Second base, I can wait. Plenty of middle infielders. I mean, this season's shot for me anyway. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna do anything.
I know who you're picking.
Who am I picking? Who am I picking? Who am I picking?
Junior Caminero.
That's right. Damn it. You've been paying attention. All right. Junior Caminero. All right. Just the way I've been practicing this whole time. I got the pitches that I wanted, and I got the stud third base future there. I'm good. I'm good. You know, it could be a lot worse.
So we can talk about that player that I was talking about before.
Which one?
That you always take, Mr. Yelich.
Oh, no, I haven't had Christian Yelich on any of my teams since 2020, maybe.
2 years ago.
Has it been only 2 years? It feels like it's been forever and a day. My
Might have
God.
been. It was just funny though. You could count on that like every year. It was funny.
Yeah, I always say like that's why you don't get attached to players. As you guys know, I've had Christian Yelich in this league since he was a teenager. I always believed in him. He was at one point the most exciting minor leaguer, the fastest minor leaguer, the most contact heavy minor leaguer, the most power speed available player in the minor leagues at one point. There was a lot to like, and he had that one MVP season with the Brewers, and it's been all injuries ever since. And this was the league. I think if you guys been paying attention, this was the league where Mike goes up to me, "Hey, I'll trade you Shohei Ohtani for Christian Yelich straight up, one for one." He wasn't even asking for draft picks, and I said no to him. So,
Well,
I still at
yeah,
that
man,
at that
it's a shame. It's a shame because if he didn't have those injuries, he'd be,
yeah.
he's a hell of a player for sure.
So is Otani when he's healthy, and at that time, Otani just simply wasn't healthy. Remember that he was always hurt. So, but at that time, so was what's his face, Yelich. So either way,
Mm-hmm.
damn if I do, damn if I don't. You know, I could have traded my once MVP for the future MVP of this league, and I didn't. So live and learn. But I still believe in Christian Yelich. But that's the problem. That's why I always tell you guys, don't get attached to these players. Don't draft from your favorite teams because no one's gonna hurt your feelings more. It's gonna hurt it's gonna hurt you more than your favorite player on your favorite team. And that's a lesson I've learned over the 20 years I've been playing fantasy baseball. So that's why I don't do it. I try to be as objective as possible, but yeah, so far I have not drafted any Cubs or White Sox players. I don't think I have. Well, the problem is my friend Noah. He keeps picking all the Cubs players as A slew of pitchers and players all together just going by. Jordan Westbrook, I was hoping to get him back. He just went to Johnny's
Yeah,
team, so that sucks for me. Yeah. And I see Carlos Correa just went. Jordan Westbrook, my fourth best second baseman, getting drafted in the seventh round, virtual 10th round. That's a steal in my book, man. That is a one hell of a steal. Before that,
I thought
Luis.
he would last longer.
Well, yeah, I thought I was gonna get him in this round. Oh well, in the sorry, in the eighth round. We're still in the seventh round. So after Junior Caminero, Carlos Correa also went by. He's pretty sneaky at this point for Nashville, for the Music City Stars. That's Melvin's team. Luis Ariz going to Austin's club. Carlos Rodon going to Mike's team. Jordan Westbrook going to Johnny's team. And Tanner Bybee just got selected. All right. Tanner Bybee, my 28th best starting pitcher on my big list here.
And here's a guy I think is going to have a really good year, and I'm taking him not because he's a homer, though.
Okay. Yeah. Alec Baum. Wait, Robert, didn't you get Alec Baum in our other league that we're in together?
Yeah, in the categories league, I have Alec Baum, and
Yeah.
the two I had two third basemen I wanted, Alec Baum and Jordan Westbrook, so they're both gone.
Dang.
It's Bohm.
Sorry,
Bohm.
Baum,
Alec
Baum.
Bohm. Well, he needs to hit more bombs is what he needs to do. But yeah, he's been improving every year, and I've been sleeping on him for the last for this draft. I only have him as my 12th best third baseman, but looking back, maybe I should have increased his stock a little bit on my end, but I didn't do it. So, oops.
Yeah, he was heavily regarded as trade material this year, but
Oh wow.
they kept him, and I think he's got something to prove this year.
Yeah, hopefully for your team's sake and your team's sake, I guess, both of your teams, your fantasy and your real team. I hope it comes true. But um, oh, wait a minute. Nick Castellanos, speaking of Phillies players, going to Mac. Oh, it's my turn. Going to Mac Attack's team, and yeah, there's always a struggle. I never know who to get. Never know who to get. But this is not as bad as I thought it would be. There's plenty of good players out there for me to choose from. It's just a matter of like narrowing it down. And do I want to go hitter or pitcher? And I always say, when in doubt, just get a pitcher. I do get another pick after Melvin. I have a third baseman. I need all types of help. I should probably just grab a hitter, Gesundheit. But I'm gonna go with a pitcher, and that pitcher will be. Who do I want to go with? Lots of good pitchers. But I'm gonna play it safe. Yeah, let's play it safe. Let's not do anything out of the ordinary. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. Uh, is the guy that I wanted already? Did he already get picked? No, there he is. Okay. With 25 seconds left, I will go ahead and pick Sonny Gray. Sonny Gray. He's my 32nd best starting pitcher on my board. And now it's Melvin's turn. Take a look at Melvin's team. I've been kind of stuck on the screen for the last 3 rounds, it seems, or 2 rounds, it seems like. Music City Stars Melvin from the Baseball Cosmos podcast. After his pick, I get to pick again. I might just go another pitcher, which that's not how I envisioned me doing this past year. I honestly thought I was gonna pick a bunch of hitters, but you guys left so many good pitchers for me. Thank you. I appreciate it. So many good starting pitchers. Still don't have a bullpen guy, but I think I might just punt. I might punt that position. We'll see. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, the guys I want, I don't know if they're worth getting this early, but that's Melvin's team. Carlos Correa at short. Corey Seager also can play shortstop. And Spencer Arrighetti, Luis Castillo, Dylan Cease, Emmanuel Clase. Pete Fairbanks just went as audio sounds awful there. Okay, looks like it's back to normal. Test, test, check, check. Okay, my turn. All right, let's see. I should probably grab a hitter, right? I can't just keep picking all the pitchers. I'm looking at all the first basemen. I'm not interested. All the second basemen. I'm not interested. All the shortstops. Maybe there's some guys there that I should probably get. I already got my third baseman, Junior Caminero. I definitely don't need an outfielder, and I can wait on filling out my util slot. So it's a tough choice to make. But yeah, I'm just gonna go with my credo. When in doubt, just get a starting pitcher. And the starting pitcher I'm about to get, Freddie Peralta, 31st best starting pitcher on my cheat sheet. So at least my rotation seems to be intact. I got Blake Snell, Jack Flaherty, Sandy Alcantara, Freddie Peralta, and Sonny Gray as my top five. And now I should probably concentrate on other areas, but we'll see. Joe Ryan just went, and that's it. The top 30 starting pitchers on my list are all taken and accounted for. Good job, everybody. It only took 8 rounds, virtually 11 rounds, if you really think about it. As Kerry goes with McAtack goes with Joe Ryan there. And let's take a look at Mac's team. As Castroville gets Nolan Arenado, who I have him ranked as my 17th best third baseman. So yeah, I'm definitely disrespecting Nolan Arenado this year. But Robert
He's
still
going
likes him.
on.
What's
He's
that?
going undrafted in both of my other leagues.
Wow. Yeah, how the mighty have fallen.
Yeah, right.
I've never had him on one of my teams ever.
Well,
And
this
he's
was
really only had like one bad year, I think, last year and part of the year before, but he was always a guarantee for,
well, this would have
25 home runs,
this
70
would have
home
been the year
runs,
not to
100.
get him. This would have been the year
He's
not to
only
get him.
33. He'll be fine.
Mm. Okay. What do I know? I don't know anything. I can't win this league, so I shouldn't be the one talking here. So my
I don't
white
pick
go,
forever.
I'm sorry, what?
I don't pick for a while.
Who, me? Not winning?
Me,
Oh,
me. I don't pick for a while.
okay. That's just a statement. You don't think for a while, period.
Yeah.
Dun-dun-dun.
Yeah, that's
It's
the thing. You can't see when your next pick is if it's not up in the next 12.
yeah.
Well, I know where mine is.
I don't know where mine is.
Just
I'm
a
sur-
little bit,
I
like
thought I
20.
I thought I would have more picks at this point, but I guess not. But I'm not worried too much about the hitters. The hitters that I like are still available, and I don't think they're gonna get picked anytime soon. So that's why I've been stockpiling on starting pitchers. I may not win this year, but I still want to be a thorn on people's sides. I play to win the game. Damn it, I play to win the game. I'm not looking for next year. I'm not looking to get prospects. I already got my prospects. Only two are required, and you can't get them all on. You can't keep all of them on your team once they get called up anyway. So, Austin going with Yandy Diaz. Still, the argument is always there. Is Yandy Diaz better in category leagues or in points leagues? And the answer is I don't know. No idea. Yandy Diaz, Isaac Paredes, Steve Kwan, Mark Vientos. As you guys, I think they're hearing me talk about the hitters being abundant, and of course, everybody starts picking hitters. I hope they save me some. Oh, I'm up at 9 picks. All right, all right. But in the meantime, we wait for Texas Power Drinkers, Astros fan.
All right, everybody pick hitters, so Felipe doesn't have anybody.
Hey man, my knowledge goes
Mi-
deep. All right.
mi- Mine doesn't even tell me when my next pick is.
Let's see. So Shane is on the clock right now. Mike gets to pick again. There, I just saw a pick. Robert Suarez of the
Ah,
Padres.
Shane.
Oh, geez, he did it last year. He's not going to do it this year.
I was hoping.
So that puts Mike, the Angels fan, on the clock for his umpteenth pick. Is he almost done picking? Is he almost done? It's once again the team I'm sharing is who's this team again? Oh, Castroville. This is Robert's team with Wilson Contreras, Josh Naylor.
There goes your guy, Felipe.
Oh, I had a feeling I should have picked him up with my last draft pick. I had a feeling too. Like, nah, I'm gonna wait. I see like a lot of shortstop have been taken already. Like, what? Why would anyone pick another shortstop? And I guess he likes the fact that he qualifies at second base too. I messed up there. I should have just taken him, but it's okay. Got plenty of shortstop that I wouldn't mind having on my team, so I'm good. Zach Eflin going to the Evil Empires team. He's gonna bank on the Orioles pitcher there, the newly signed Orioles pitcher, the default ace. Orioles pitcher. If Zach Eflin's your default days, man, you're in trouble. I think, but I don't know anything. I don't know, Jack. They had the ace pitcher last year in
Phillies,
Corbin Burns. Go ahead.
Phillies just announced Haywan Walker is going to be their number 5 starter.
Man, I don't even know if I have Taiwan Walker. Oh, Taiwan Walker's like on my tier 7 list. He's like way,
He's like on
way,
tier.
way after. What's that? I'm
I
sorry.
didn't know he was still playing.
He's not even on a tier. He's on his own tier.
Seventh tier, yeah.
Yeah, he because Suarez is Rangers supposed to start on the IL. So
Yeah, I saw that. That's a shame.
yeah,
So let's see if I could do some simple math here. So 30, oh yeah, that's too much for me. Well, maybe I just do this. Hold on. Taiwan Walker is my 180, and I'm gonna say he is about, yeah, he's close to my
over.
100, my 187th best starting pitcher on my list.
And I was going to say probably 500 overall.
No, well, maybe overall, maybe, but JT Realmuto, he just went. Who are we waiting on? I'm 3 picks away. We're waiting on Beer Belly Mashers. That's Tim's team. It looks like he's finally out of the autopilot and he's back to being manual. Yeah, manual pilot. Remember that guy? No, that's a fake name. I just made it up.
I don't know if he's back because it's taking all the time.
Okay,
He
well, I
did,
mean,
he did pick for maybe he's going in and out. I haven't seen him.
all right, never mind
He
then.
could be on hold.
Hmm.
He topped out.
All right, Merrill Kelly. Cool, man. Merrill Kelly.
Not a bad thing.
Sure. Colton
5 years ago.
Cowser. No, that's one guy I avoid like the plague. Merrill Kelly. I don't get it. I don't get why people go after him, but they do. Even an autopilot, the robot loves Merrill Kelly. Colton Cowser just went. He's on my second tier of outfielders, and don't ask me what number that is because I gotta do some more math. But okay, wait. 36 plus 15. So what, 40, 51st? Maybe? Yeah.
I like Cowser.
I like him too. The Orioles are loaded, man, and I feel like he's gonna be on a tight leash, and they also like to play a lot of their players as well, so it's hard to tell. Yeah,
Yep.
he's my 50. Yeah,
Yep.
definitely my 51st best outfielder this coming into this year. So big reach there by Austin, but he must have seen something he liked there. Kodai Senga going to Tim's team. And now it's my turn. Oh boy. Well, I can't pick all the pitchers, right? Just I gotta start picking some hitters.
Sure, go ahead.
You dare me? Are you daring me? You
Go
double
for
dog
it.
daring me? Yeah? All right, let's see. What do we got here so far? Uh, yeah, I'm still not in love with this list. You know what? Let's go with I wasn't gonna pick an outfielder, but I think I'm gonna do it right now. And then I can move probably do that right now. I can move Mookie Betts to shortstop, so I guess I don't need to get a shortstop anymore. And then I'm gonna get somebody to replace him. And that guy, you know what? History's being made right now. My first homer pick of the year, Seiya Suzuki of the Cubs, says the guy wearing the Orioles hat today. You guys can't see it, but it's the Orioles hat. Seiya Suzuki is just too many picks have gone by. He's my 15th best outfielder, and he's still available in this round. That's just crazy talk to me as I go again. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Primo.
I was going to say he's as consistent as can be if he doesn't get hurt.
Yeah, I loved having him last year. To my surprise, really, I really did. I try not to get too enamored with my players from my Cubs or White Sox teams, but I really like what he showed last year. Okay, so it's up to me again. I just picked the outfielder, so you know what? Let's go with. I know what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna go with a closer, my first closer of the evening, Jeff Hoffman. Jeff Hoffman, who I really liked last year with the Phillies. I'm gonna bank that he's going to be super successful with the Blue Jays this year. So there's my first closer of the draft. I might be eyeing a hitter for sure this time around, just because I don't know what my next pick is after this round, this ninth round, as Music City is up on the clock. Brandon Lau just went to Mac Attack's team for some reason. Brandon Lau, my 20th best second baseman, with about 10 second basemen still available in here. But I don't know. It is a points league, so it's maybe he sees something that I don't. But I just don't like Brandon Lau in any format. If I'm being too harsh, you guys let me know. Maybe I'm missing something. I don't know. What? What's so?
Harsh, you're not hard.
Cedric Mullins just goes, Felipe, you never even won a goddamn championship in this league. What do you know? Like, you're right, man. You're right. I don't know. I don't know anything. I don't know anything about points leagues. No, I'm just a guy with a microphone in his face. That's all. But you know what? What I learned in the 20 years I've been in this league with you guys, everybody has a white whale, and this one is it for me. The white whale, the Mardi Gras Madness League.
And
All right.
so it shall remain.
And it shall remain. Yeah. Maybe that's why I should rename my team Moby Dick. Well, Moby Dickless. Moby Dick's team right here. Team Moby Dick. Call me Ahab. Ishmael.
Uh, we, we all
Well,
get together in the off season and talk about how to make sure you don't win.
That's definitely the only way I'm losing here.
I don't think we're worried based on your previous performances. Now, if you're going to draft a dick, you got to wait until the NBA. Draft your Grady dick.
Yeah, pair him up with my Anthony Black, sure.
John has back-to-back picks.
And with the first one, he gets Xander Bogaerts.
Hey,
How the mighty have fallen. Another multi-eligible middle infielder going there. So eventually, I'm gonna have to pick some players. I just don't know which ones, and so it's always the age-old question for me. I feel like there's just too many to consider here. But hmm,
Oh, there it is. I'm up in 16 picks.
I'm up in two. Oh, and then I get more picks after that. Okay, cool, cool. Let's see. So Xander Bogaerts, that was my pick last year, pretty early in the draft, but that was back when we had five keepers. I thought, well, now that he's second base eligible, he'll definitely be worth it. Then his number should look a lot better now. Nope, that was a lie. It's a cold hard lie. They did not look better. And then he got hurt. And then of course Mike, I think he picks him up last year, if I remember correctly, or somebody picked him up. They were willing to wait for him to get healthy. Not me though. I couldn't do it anymore. But yeah, interestingly enough, my team started doing very well once I got rid of Xander Bogaerts. Imagine how that works out. And before that, Melvin went with Cedric Mullins. Not a fan of that pick. Brian Woo going to Texas team. Let's take a look at Texas Sooners team. He's a defending champion, right? He won that last year.
Yeah, he won it because I think he gave all his picks away. Didn't he win it because he gave all his picks away, and then the next year he was tanking in the third week or something like that. Might not have been last year, but it wasn't too long ago.
Yeah, probably the year before. I know that he must have had Shohei Ohtani because Shohei Ohtani just killed me in all my fantasy leagues last year in the fantasy playoffs. So including this one, and I had a
And then
outside chance,
and
but
then
he
how does he give it? How does he give them away this year?
back to Mike's team. I don't know. Maybe there's some collusion going on. I honestly don't know, man.
Well,
I honestly don't know.
I
Draft
mean,
picks. Draft picks.
keep league, and then you give away the number one overall pick for a fourth round pick. I'm not complaining because I said, well, what the hell? I got Scooble for a fourth round pick. So, but
Yeah, they're saying that they confused me with Kerry, picking Brandon Lau. I didn't pick Lau. No, not me, man. I wasn't gonna pick Brandon Lau. I never picked Brandon Lau. And then they realized it wasn't me at all. It was somebody else. So anyway, but yeah, I'm not. I didn't like that exchange of Shohei Ohtani, but it is what it is. You know, whatever. Weiler Abreu, he goes to Melvin's team. I'm not sure if I actually like Melvin's team since I last spotlighted him on my screen. Whose team is this that I have here? Oh, that's Texas Sooner, I think.
I
Uh,
don't even think Braves starting this year. To begin the season
I
anyway.
think he might be hurt.
You're on the
Yeah, I
He,
clock,
think.
Felipe.
I know. I got it. I got it. Yeah, I'm just gonna. But I think Abreu might be hurt. I don't know. I'm not sure if he's starting on the IL or anything like that. But
I
anyway,
think he had that illness that was going around in Boston,
oh,
and
he was
he
down
just
with the
had it for a
illness.
lot longer. Stomach issues.
Oh, wow. All right, let's see here. So Brian Wu just went. And I'm just checking to see that this other pitcher I'm about to draft is healthy. He looks like he is, so I'm just gonna go with it. Ryan Walker, San Francisco Giants closer. Why not? Just go with it. Just go with it. Just get all the closers, all the pitchers. That doesn't matter. I'm gonna trade all these guys anyway, so I can get the 17 first round picks next year. Because that's the thing to do in this league, for sure. Well, if you guys tell me if I'm saying the quiet parts loud and the loud parts quiet, you just let me know, all right?
You
Now
just
you're
keep
good.
talking.
Just keep digging that hole for yourself, Felipe. Jurickson Profar. And now Nate Yovaldi also going. Okay, Castroville. Robert. He has a certain type of pitcher that he's eyeing. All right. I just moved Yovaldi around in my Chi-Chi, so now I can't find him. So I have to do Control F for Felipe. Control Felipe. That's what my wife does to me every day. Controls Felipe. Control F. There he is. Nate Yovaldi, the 27th best pitcher on my second tier. It's the starting pitcher on my second tier. Who's on the clock here? Oh, Tim is up again. I should seriously consider getting, for real this time, for real, I should consider getting a hitter. I can't keep just picking pitchers just because, I can't make a sound decision everywhere else, but I need to be more responsible. I need to be a responsible fantasy leaguer out here, guys.
That's why we got the waiver wire.
There's a lot of good hitters now available, and the pitching list. But the thing about starting pitchers is that, oh, it's my turn now. Michael Waka going to Austin's team. And before that, Carlos Estevez, the pseudo closer for the Royals, just went. So now it's my turn. But that's the thing about starting pitchers. If you get too many of them, I mean, you're really taking risks. I mean, these guys are dropping like flies left and right and stuff, and it's really that's why I kind of take a while just to make sure that the guy I'm about to pick is indeed healthy here. But you know what? I'm just gonna go with it. There's a lot of good hitters still left. I think a lot of folks are gonna start concentrating on starting pitchers soon enough, and that's what I'm gonna go with. Max Scherzer, who I have him as my 34th best starting pitcher on my cheat sheet here. Shane McClanahan, I guess his injury is not that concerning to Yankees fan Juan Soto, the evil empire, getting Shane McClanahan. I have no idea
I didn't
where
hear any more about it, but it was concerning to me when I saw it.
it looked
He's
bad,
out
but
until the middle of May, they said.
oh, now it's the middle of May. Oh, okay. Well,
I think that's what they said.
at least that's wait, something was directed. Hey, there's no picking from my queue. Wait, why is that too? What? I haven't queued up. So Shane just said that was directed at you, Flipper. Like, what do I do now? I'm minding my own business. The Jim Henson pick? I don't know what's going on. You guys tell me. People are talking trash about me and I can't defend myself because I'm talking to you guys. What's going on here? You know what? I'm so mad. I'm going to grab another pitcher. And of course, before I do, got to make sure that he's healthy. There he is. He is coming back from injury, though, but he looked pretty solid last year. And that guy is Robbie Ray, San Francisco Giants. my 35th best starting pitcher going off the board. And I think I should be done. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Seven starting pitchers, two relief pitchers. That's nine pitchers. I still don't have any hitters outside of my keeper players and Junior Caminero. So whose team is this again? This is Texas Sooner. Let's we could take a look at my team now, see how it looks so far. Ian Happ going to the Cubs fan in Nashville. Music City Stars getting Ian Happ, left fielder. Yeah, that's a better pick than the Weiler Abreu pick. I don't understand what's going on there with Melvin. Christopher Sanchez going to Mike's team. Of course, I had a feeling he was going to look for him. I had a feeling that he was going to look for Christopher Sanchez. Balls out. Looks like Texas Power Drinkers on the clock now. And let's take a look at my team. Junior Caminero, Mookie Betts at short. Left field, Jordan Alvarez, Aaron Judge, Seiya Suzuki. So the outfield is intact. The left side of my infield is intact. And I got pitchers galore up in this. Plus Jackson Jovi and Noah Schultz waiting in the minors. Not bad. Not bad at all, you guys. I like it. I like it so far. Go ahead.
So you tell me.
I'm gonna tell you.
When did Team Balls Out become a Phillies fan?
I don't know. Why? Why'd you say that?
He's playing against me. He wants to trade all his players to me.
Oh yeah, he knows he knows he's got you on the back pocket there in case he needs to make a trade. Mackenzie Gore just went. Go ahead.
No.
Okay, fine. Don't say
I have
anything.
no idea what I'm going to take.
Keep your secrets. Yankees fan, the Evil Empire. I'm trying to figure out what is going on in the chat. The Jim Henson pick. What does Puppet Master have to do with anything? That was directed at you, Flipper. Wait, what was directed at me? Yeah, I should just ask. What was directed at me? It's gonna be good sound quality for the.
I missed it.
What's that?
I missed it, whatever it was.
All right, I'm trying to go back. Oh, my name got mentioned again. Oh, dang you, Felipe.
Picking out against you.
Okay. Oh, everything's. Hold on. I just saw my name. I guess I sniped someone. That was directed at you, Flipper. Okay, but before that, this isn't the first time. Okay, that's Felipe not drafting low, and this stupid thing he's not cooperating with me. I don't get it. I'm so confused. Anyway, this thing's being dumb anyway. Randy Arozarena going to Yankees fan, and then Primo going with Clay Holmes. You know, I kicked myself that I was not able to get Clay Holmes, and I thought there was a good chance I was going to get him here, and I'm kicking myself that I was struck out on Clay Holmes, as he's just been killing it in the minor leagues in spring training this year as a starting pitcher. Is that what you saw there, Primo?
Yeah, he's been lights out, but quite a few of these pitchers have been lights out so far in spring training. So you just, does it carry over? Who knows?
Yeah, I hate how this
It
thing.
looks like.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Does
Go
it
ahead.
look to you like CBS has cut back on position eligibility?
No, I think I noticed that too, but it's not a CVS thing. I think that's just the way the league is set up nowadays, where they're not. Before there used to be a ton of eligible players, of players who were eligible
Right.
everywhere. Now it's not. And I think that's just the way the league is going now, where they realize, well, we can't do the shift anymore. So we whoever we have here, they better play their position well. So maybe unintended consequences of the new rules that were laid out by Manfred over the last couple of years, especially about overshifting. Yeah, because I noticed that too, and not just that, but even outfield. Outfield used to be littered with guys who could play multiple positions in the outfield. Now it's not as much as before. There's only a handful of guys who qualify. I'm looking at it right now. There's only a handful of guys that qualify at multiple positions all over the infield. So good observation there, Primo. But I think that's a result of the league just telling wanting guys that can really play their position well, which also affects how the hitters perform because now you're getting inferior hitters out there, but at least they can field their positions. And also, low scoring environment, not just because the pitchers are dominant, but there's also a little effect going on with the way these benches are now being laid out, as they don't want those big bats coming off the bench, especially if the designated hitter is going to be a universal thing. But they want to make sure that whoever they come take from the bench can play multiple positions and play them multiple positions very well. Which, if you look at the best team, like the Dodgers last year, had Miguel Rojas on their bench, and they had a weak bench altogether. But what I noticed was all those guys can play defense. So, and I again,
Right.
unintended consequences of the new league rules, which was supposed to boost the offense, and all it did was get teams worried about their defense and their fielding. So that's why you kind of leave the game alone a little bit there. But I don't know. I mean, and then everything went back to normal last year anyway. The pitchers started dominating again last year, although more injuries. But yeah, pitchers had the upper hand once again after the hitters took it back in 2023. The pitchers took it back to their side in 2024. So we'll see what happens in 2025 as more injuries occur. But again, the hitting seems to be of lesser quality nowadays as well. So with that being said, Matt Chapman just went. Brandon Donovan. There, we talking about. I think. I think. What was it? Robert was hearing us talk about the unabundance of multiple position players, and he gets one that usually qualifies everywhere. I only have him listed as a second baseman and left fielder. So unless he
Yeah, right,
qualifies,
exactly.
okay. But that's a traditional guy whose listing was he also plays shortstop, he plays third base, he plays second base,
Right, right.
and not this
And
year though.
I got the perfect guy to talk about that, but he hasn't been picked yet, so I
Yeah, there's
can't
one
say that.
guy on my cheat sheet that would qualify, but again, we're gonna wait to see if anybody drafts him. I doubt anybody drafts the guy in a points league like this, but I see at least one guy that would qualify for this conversation for sure. Yes, as Aroldis Chapman goes on the last pick for Melvin's team as he's trying to figure out who's gonna be the closer for the Red Sox. I don't think it's gonna be Chapman for what it's worth, but Dylan
Well, he's
Cruz.
starting.
I'm sorry, Chapman is gonna start.
No, he's starting as their closer,
Oh, okay. I mean, I think he's
from my understanding.
because last I checked, he was off to a really awful spring start this year, but so was the other guy. So really nothing to lose there. But still, I think that's Primo's
Oh,
turn now. Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Do I really want this guy?
Well, before that, Dylan Cruz just went to Johnny's team. Who's the team I'm showcasing? Oh, that's my team. Okay. Yeah, there's my pictures. Let's take a look at Johnny's team again as I give something for the people to look at while I share my screen. I probably should just share my draft board, my draft room screen, because I'm not using the queue. I'm just going off my cheat sheet. I'm not using, no, and it's the default rankings. But I'm not too crazy about the CBS draft room. It looks kind of bland this year, so I'll just stick with what the teams look like. There's Texas Sooner Johnny's team, Will Smith, Jordan Westberg, Bobby Witt Jr. He needs a left fielder, and he's probably going to start picking more pitchers as he only has Max Fried, Roki Sasaki, Paul Skeens, and Brian Woo as Primo gets Adolis Garcia. Adolis Garcia, right fielder for the Texas Ranger.
Somebody you're not high on, I know that.
No, I'm not. I'm usually not, but I do have him ranked as what number is that? My 37th best outfielder, just missing the first tier cut. He's on the edge where the tier one ends and the tier two begins for outfielders. So at least you have that going for yourself. But I try to avoid him. It's just not my cup of tea there. All right, what's about to be my turn? Is there any closers I'm interested in? No, not anymore. You guys took them all. I took the last two closers that were worth noting, worth getting.
There's a Cub for you right there.
No, but Justin Martinez did go, and now it's Felipe's turn. Justin Martinez has got to be the most overrated closer coming into these drafts, man. God, he sucks. He's just so bad. Johnny says he can already see his C plus grade from CBS coming. They they do grades, right? Did we establish that?
No,
Or
Yahoo
CBS
usually
does,
does
yeah.
grades.
okay.
CBS does? I know
Yeah,
Yahoo
CBS
used
grades
to,
are
and they always got it wrong.
yes.
All right. You guys, I think I'm gonna go with a hitter, but he's an injured player for now. He's expected to be out until April 6th at the earliest. He will be on the
Yeah,
injured list to
take him
start the
for sure.
season. Yeah. Oh, he's nah. Oh well. Who cares? I'll just get him. Spencer Steer from the Cincinnati Reds. I just got him right now. Pete Crow Armstrong going to Kerry's team. Wow, that's a lot of Cubs players on Kerry's team. That's right because there's nobody on the White Sox worth drafting. But everybody's talking about their CBS grade. I'm gonna get a D plus. I'm gonna get a C minus. I just chimed in saying, you all get an F's from me as far as I'm concerned. As Robert is on the clock. Yeah, everybody gets an F. F for Felipe. So yeah, I got Spencer Steer. I had him as my ninth best first baseman, even though he was hurt. Hoping that once he comes back from injury, that he'll come back and be one of the most productive hitters in this spot. Will that come to bite me on the ass later? Maybe, but we'll see. We'll see. At this point, I feel like I got nothing to lose. I just pick the best player available and go from there. But there's plenty of good middle infielders across the board still left over. As Charlie Morton and Chris Bassett go off the board, and this is why I decided to kind of take advantage of my multiple picks in those rounds, seventh, eighth, and ninth rounds, and concentrate on my pitching staff because now I don't need to get stuck getting guys like Charlie Morton or Chris Bassett, and I can already hear what you're all saying. Well, didn't you just get Max Scherzer and Robbie Ray? How's that any different? And I will say to that, shut your ass up. Shut up. Mind your own business. No, no. But all joking aside, the pitchers I pick are better because I pick them. It's that simple, you guys. It really is. Yanir Diaz, the sixth best catcher. That is on my book. That's a hell of a value pick. Who made that one? Austin. Okay. He's been listening to the podcast. Okay, good for him. So we're getting to that point of the draft where the,
Problem is, he's not going to be playing first base this year.
which one? Yanier?
Yep, his games are gonna get cut back.
I can see that. Yeah, I can see
I
that.
think that's why he dropped.
Yeah. Mm.
If he had that first base eligibility, playing every day,
Mhm.
that you never know.
Yeah, less stress on his legs, and catcher is such a grueling position, so I could definitely see that. But the Astros, they need him to be backstopping all the time now, as opposed to only some of the time as before. I'm not sure who the backup is, though. I don't think it matters. Well, Robert should know. Who's the backup for the Astros? Catcher, I
For
mean.
what position?
Catcher, I meant to say catcher.
Oh shit. I do not know.
All
Catcher's
right.
not my thing.
All right, all right, all right. I will look it up here. I'm sharing the screen
We
with
don't have
everybody else.
Maldonado anymore. Shit. I don't know.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I'm trying to remember who we had.
That's okay. I'll look it up. If Astros roster resource, when in doubt, just look it up at the roster resource.
Victor Caratini.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, that's not a bad catcher. He's a pretty decent backup catcher. Jake Berger going off the board as now a slew of first basemen go. I'm a trendsetter, guys. I picked Spencer Steer, and everybody started panicking. I was hoping to get Jake Berger with my next pick in 10 picks. Paul Goldschmidt. See, now there we go. All the first basemen are going off the board now. Like they're all freaking out. I picked Spencer Steer, and then that was enough to have everybody in a panic. But yeah, Victor Caratini is the backup catcher there for your Houston Astros. So maybe he will play more first base. But then you got Christian Walker and who's at DH? Jordan Alvarez, Jose Altuve playing left field. Okay, so he's not going to play as many games at first base, but he's still going to play some games at first base, not just simply not number that
Yeah,
we
what's
were
an
hoping to get.
everyday player? What's an everyday catcher play? Like 140,
Around there. I mean, it's a 50. It's
135?
more if you have a catcher that does a 60-40 split, that's considered good now these days because most teams are doing 50-50 splits. So I think Yanir Diaz will see a lot of time playing first base DH while Victor Carantini gets some occasional playing time. So if there's 7 games a week, I'm pretty sure Yanir is catching 5 of those games and 2 of them are going to Carantini, and Yanir Diaz is still going to be in the lineup somewhere or another, some way or another. So I'm not too worried about Yanir. Either way, it's a value pick. You get the sixth best pitcher this late in the draft. Pretty damn good. Not a fan of the Grayson Rodriguez pick, I can tell you that much. But Mike probably thinks I had like 20 first round picks. I can afford Grayson Rodriguez if he ever comes back. But no, I don't like it. I don't like it. Guys who throw really fast with arm injuries to start out the season, not a fan. Not a fan of that. Royce Lewis also starting out injured this season. What else is new?
John, John's saying you should give the CBS chat room priority over the Zoom call.
But you know what though? That's the thing. That's why I don't understand. Like, well, it's great. We love the fast drafts because we get to talk and mingle with people. But as you can see, there's been a full void of nothing because we're at this point of the draft where we have to hunker down and start concentrating on our picks because
Well,
we
it's
got
because the 3 talkers are on here.
that is also true. But I'm just even when the 3 talkers are on the chat, I'm just saying that it does get quiet after a while because it gets to that nitty gritty time where you need to shut up and let me concentrate type of situation. So that's why I'm
Yeah, you
always
got to make
pushing.
the decision like right now.
Yeah, well, now you do, but yeah, that's why I love the slow draft because if you were looking for camaraderie and stuff like that, that is the place to do it, and it's in a slow draft, you know. But that's just me. I mean, maybe I'm looking at it wrong.
Yeah, but then you have people waiting 4 hours to make a pick,
Yeah,
not knowing if the person, you know what I mean? And then it's like, hurry up, make your pick. It's a slow draft, but then you have people saying, hurry up, make your pick.
it's like I tell my daughter, my 4-year-old daughter all the time, Primo, hey, gotta learn how to be patient, okay? Gotta be patient. Let other people take their turns. I know you're a give it to me now kind of guy, but come on, man. Set the example here. Be patient.
I really enjoyed the slow draft, but I would not give up doing the regular draft either.
All right. Well, at least we got everybody in except for oh, it's my turn. Shoot. At least we got everybody in this for this one except for who's the guy we were talking about? Tim.
Tim is out.
And okay, so there you go. So yeah, we everybody wants to do a fast trap, but then they don't want to show up for it.
Who's not here?
Tim.
Tim.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. You know what? Let's
It would have been nice if you had more players or more people on this call too.
I put out I offered it. I offered it. You can't lead a horse to water, or you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. When did Marcelo Zuna get picked? He got picked already? All right, whatever. I must have missed the memo. All right, I'm gonna
I
get
think
another.
it was the keeper.
Somebody kept Marcelo
No,
Zuna?
I'm just kidding.
That's about right. Oh, we still got the who got Marcelo Zuna? I still show him as available on my thing here. Oops. Anyway, I get to pick in 4 picks. In the meantime, what's his face? Oh, Houston must have picked them. Okay. Oops. That's fine. I got Spencer Torkelson instead. Torkelson has been killing it in the minor league, in the shoot, what's it called? The spring training. And I've been shooting him up my draft board the last couple of days or so. So I'm happy with that. Before that, Lane Thomas went, Eric Fetty went. As the picks are going fast and furious. But yeah, man, I offered. You saw me share the links and the phone calls and the phone number they can use to call in, and it is what it is. I offered it. I honestly am surprised I got 2 other people involved. I thought 99% of the time I was just going to be me talking about myself with no one else around me. So this is already a success as far as I'm concerned.
There you go.
There you go. Logan O'Hoppe just went to Nashville. I might get the catcher I've been wanting this whole time. I might just go with him right now.
Well, I know who that is.
You just think you know everything about me, don't you?
No, I know who that is.
Okay, we'll see
I
if
will
you.
tell you if you want. I can give you a hint.
No, don't know hints because wait, is Robert picking? Okay, you know what? Nobody. Okay, go ahead. Just say
Nobody
it.
else here.
Just say it. Nobody else
He,
is concerning here. Go ahead.
he can have some stubble this year. No,
It depends where.
he doesn't have to be clean shaven.
Yeah, let's. You're on the right path there, I think.
He might have a brother named David.
Oh, are they really brothers?
No, I don't know.
Okay,
Wouldn't that be something?
that would be crazy. It turns out it's his nephew and stuff. Grant Holmes just went to Johnny's team, and that's not a bad pick. I like that pick. Grant Holmes has been kind of rocketing up the draft boards a little bit here. He's been kind of killing it in the spring training, and he looked pretty good late last year, and some spot starts here and there. Before that, Boughton Francis. So Johnny going back to back starting pitchers.
John has an eye for pitchers.
Yeah. Oh, because he was a former pitcher.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Mm. Speaking of which, I think that's his team on the that I'm sharing here. Let me see whose team is that. Yeah, that is Johnny's team. Okay, so let's refresh, or did it do it already? Oh, so he only had Max Fried, Roki Sasaki, Skeens, and Brian Wu. Paul Skeens and Brian Wu. And let's see what it looks like now. Okay, not bad. Some more depth. Six pitchers already on the books. Wait, is that really one, two, three, four, five? Yeah, six starting pitchers. No closers, interestingly enough. He probably sees what I see, like all the good closers were taken. Yep. Yeah, you at this point, if you're looking for a relief pitcher, it's just speculative, very speculative, and nothing more than that. That whatever relief pitcher you get from here on out, excuse me, you're banking on the idea that that reliever is going to usurp the closer's role soon. Zach Geloff. Every time I hear Zach Geloff's name, especially when I say it, as that's an autopilot pick. I think Melvin's waving the white flag. Okay, this is too much for me. I can't take it anymore. Uh, Zach Geloff. I just think about Kellogg's cereal for some reason. But yeah, here's my catch. I'm just gonna go with it. Let's go with it. And Dave was Primo's right, huh? What's that?
I'm talking to myself over here. Sorry.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I'm just making sure I didn't miss anything. But I think Primo's on the right path. It's gonna be Austin Wells of the Yankees. And just like I've been practicing this whole off season, Austin Wells, I've been targeting him. I think he's gonna be something special. The last report was that he was gonna be batting leadoff for the Yankees, which I'm excited as hell for. The guy has a good batting eye, great plate discipline. Um,
Well, he's also, he's one of those guys that could play, DH or first base as well. So,
yeah,
you
and
know,
the
he could be
Yankees
more than just a catcher.
have
So I think it's a great pick, that lead.
yeah, I like it too. And the Yankees have a good backup catcher, defensive backup catcher, from what I understand as well. So it's not like they're downgrading too much at that position when he's not when Austin Wells isn't catching. No, I don't know why he's been drafted so low and so underrated in these drafts, but I think we're gonna see Austin Wells be a high commodity catcher next season, and people are gonna be wondering
I
where did
think
this guy come from? Go ahead.
I think a lot of people take their last pick or two and just pick them with the intentions of dropping them and maybe picking up two start pitchers for the beginning of the week as well.
Yeah, that could be a thing.
You know,
Well, let's look at my team really quick. Team
you,
Black Hole Army.
you
Go
see
ahead.
some of those weird picks that like have you scratching your head.
Yeah.
Then when they drop them in the first week to pick up a two-start pitcher, you know why they drafted them.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like I said, I don't think that way because, like I said, every pick I make is the best pick ever, and everybody else is wrong. But a little bit of hubris on my end, but I don't care. Like there's always a like some sort of process that I went through to these picks, and unless they're hurt or they lose their starting job, and there's a starter available, a guy who's actually starting on waiver wire, then those are going to be the few times I drop anyone coming into the first week of the regular season. Tommy Edman goes now.
Well, that's that player I was talking to you about with multiple positionality. Was
Oh,
Tommy
okay.
Ed.
Yeah. Well,
And failed with, what, one spot, I think, center field and DH.
center field. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And he was what, second, short, third? He was
Yeah.
like pretty much everything.
Yeah, and that's the Dodgers as well. They're not taking any chances. Like, yo, we just need you to be in this position and that's it. We don't need you to do anything else. So yeah, that seems to be the trend nowadays with these. What's going on? Is the draft frozen? Oh no,
No, I guess
Melvin.
that nobody's talking.
Melvin was the guy who we said was making the auto pick and the. I hope
You
he's.
called it, Dave.
I hope he doesn't make us like go back.
Something's up with the drip.
Nah, nah.
I've had Edmund so many years, and I always let him go by June.
The Puerto Ricans are saying Juan Soto and should we stop the draft there, Robert? He's saying that it's freezing up on him. Juan Soto saying
All
it.
right,
And,
we suspended. We suspended.
all right, that is our first suspension of the evening. Oh, I was hoping that it could go smooth, but I guess not.
Yay!
So I wonder if
So Melvin,
He probably just looked over his roster and said something's wrong.
well, who's on the
I
roster?
do that after the draft a lot.
14th round. We still have how many more to go?
But he
7.
didn't say what was wrong. Like,
we have about 5 more. All right, so
What-
who's up next right now?
Juan
Juan
Soto.
is up next, but
Yeah.
Melvin said he had a problem.
He said that it froze on him too when that Geloff pick was made, but that was a few picks ago. Is the draft frozen? He's saying. He's asking.
Okay, I stopped it.
tell him to push F5, refresh.
You got the usual log back, log out, and log back in type thing.
Yeah. In the meantime,
Okay, so
yeah, he's gonna log in and log. Go ahead.
I'm assuming that Steven wanted Tom Edmond and Austin wanted Nestor Cortez.
Nah, they're not saying anything.
Well,
Only Melvin and Juan Soto, the two Puerto Ricans.
Yeah, they're saying it froze, but they didn't say anything about they didn't want to pick or when it froze or what. So,
Let's see if anybody has a problem. We'll restart it.
In the meantime, just to kind of put the air on, and you know what? I think Melvin's okay with Zach Geloff. He did get him in the other league, so we're gonna assume that's okay. Anyway, my team: Austin Wells, Spencer Steer. Those, I guess I could. Well, I guess I don't really need a middle infielder. I already got Mookie Betts. I do need a second baseman, but those are a dime a dozen, so I'm not too worried about that position. Here's my pitching staff. Probably the, you know what? I'm okay with this. I'm really happy with my team. I think um, I could win with this team. I think I can.
No, you
Yeah,
can't.
we'll see. So we'll see.
I think
Well,
I'm
this
going to restart here. I don't see anybody with a problem.
Yeah, let's see. Juan, you back on?
Oh,
this is my first year drafting with, a lot of early round picks because, like I said, usually I trade away and I have a lot of late round picks.
Yeah,
And I actually think I like it better drafting later than earlier.
I thought about you a lot. And by the way, Robert, Juan says he's ready to go. So let's just.
here we go.
Yeah, all right. Okay, awesome. I thought about you, Primo, when I realized that my draft discrepancies and I failed to make any trades this offseason, it's just, oh, let me tell Melvin, make sure you turn off autopilot. Make sure you turn off autopilot. Oh, Xavier Edwards just went. I was hoping to get him in the next pick, but oh well. Ah,
That's a
it's
good pick this late. Really
yeah,
good pick.
yeah, I agree.
I'm just now seeing that Gunnar Henderson is going to be on the injured list to start the season.
Surprise! Where you been?
Where you been for the last few weeks?
They said he was going to be ready. Shit.
Oops. Yeah, it's that time of year. You don't know what to believe in, right? Brady Singer is the reason we had to hold up the draft so Juan Soto can get Brady Singer. Xavier Edwards just went to Houston's team, and then Texas Power Drinkers. That's the Astros fan for New Mexico. Goes with you say Kikuchi, but I say Kakachi. Juan Soto is back on the clock, and I hope Melvin sees my message that he is still on autopilot, but not much I can do from here on out. Brendan Woodruff. I don't know if I like that pick. And Victor Robles. I'm not sure if I like that pick either, but it is what it
Not in
is.
this league.
No, not in this league. Yeah, I'm glad you said it, not me. If I say it, I'm just a hater. But if you say it, like, well, maybe Primo's onto something. I don't know. Let's see.
I like Woodruff, but I see they pushed him back a little farther now. He's not going to be ready till
There's
mid-May.
so many healthy arms. Why would you even risk taking an injured one at this point?
Well, if you got an open IL spot.
Let's see. Maybe I can message Melvin. Oh, yeah, sorry. I don't mean to. Dead air is not good. Just trying to message Melvin really quick. Hey, you're on autopilot.
Yeah, I told him in the chat too. We'll see if he
Yeah,
gets it.
I just messaged him on Messenger as well. So, but that's all we could do. I don't want to hear excuses. I mean, I try to give these guys a break here. I know not everybody's like seasoned like we are, but come on. But then again, these guys have been spoiled because of the slow drafts Melvin has, and there it is, Jameson Taillon going to autopilot. It's a Cubs player, so I'm assuming that's okay with him.
Hmm.
Let's see, Anthony,
Well,
go ahead. Let's see. We haven't had a
8
chance.
o'clock. Tim, why isn't he on autopilot?
Who, Tim? Oh, I don't know. Maybe he turned it off.
I haven't seen him in here at all.
Hmm.
It says he's in here.
Oh, okay. He's in there.
Maybe he's bouncing in and out.
And Taj Bradley just went. What was the team I wanted to see at? Oh, I was gonna see Rocket City. I haven't looked at Austin's team in a while.
No, wait a minute, Felipe, help me out.
What?
Gunnar Henderson's injured. I need a shortstop. Who am I going to get?
Probably a shortstop.
Fuck.
Tommy Edman.
Yeah, 2 years ago, right?
Well,
Uh,
I actually have the perfect answer. Well, no, it's not.
okay.
Damn, that sucks. We're going to go with
Mace.
the hometown hero right here.
Alrighty. Jeremy Pena. All right. And all of a sudden, shortstop is getting thinner and thinner. There goes Ryan Jeffers
I
to
didn't even want
Macatex.
that.
Yeah.
I didn't, but I got to have a shortstop.
There you go. Let's see. Brandon Font also went in this round as I kind of stall and kind of update my spreadsheet here. Who else just went? Nick Pavetta. Ooh, that's a good pick. I was hoping to get him later, but might have been too late. Jamison Tyone, I don't know. It's a homer pick. I don't like it whatsoever. So many good pitchers, and you decide to get Jamison Tyone, even if it's autopilot. I don't care. Anyway, the hitter. I was hoping to get who do I want? I think now's the time to get this guy because yeah, now that Nick Pavetta's gone, yeah, and I already have 9 pitchers, I believe. So I'm gonna go with this guy. bear with me here. I'm making sure. Yes, I'm gonna go with it. Okay, this guy's hurt as well, just like Spencer Steer. That's okay. I don't need him to start. I just need him to progress and be the awesome player that he could be. And that's Zach Neto of the California, Southern California, Los Angeles, Orange County Angels of Anaheim. Zachary Neto is on Team Felipe. That's a guy I've been targeting in all my drafts, including this points league. I didn't think I was going to get him, but here we are again. So I'm good with that.
What good comes out of the Angels?
Mike Trout.
Okay, lately.
Lately, Zach Neto could be a good one. I believe in Zach Neto. So I got two injured guys on my team, on my bench. I got one, two, seven starting pitchers, two relievers. Okay. And again, I think there's a lot of good pitchers left to go as well. So I think I'm good there. Alec Burleson. Why would anybody pick Cardinals outfielders? I have no idea, but there's one right there going off the board, going to Nashville, going to Melvin's team.
He's not on auto now.
Now he's not an
I
autopilot.
literally just queued him.
Well, he did. Well, it looks like Melvin did you a favor. So there you go.
Well, I got somebody else lined up.
Yeah, they still got some good hitters too. A lot of second basemen still on the board. So I feel like I'm in no rush to get a second baseman at this point. I'm just gonna wait till the very last possible minute and see what happens. And in the meantime, what team are we looking at? Oh, that's Austin's team. Yeah, that's a pretty good team. I kind of like it. I don't know about Colton Cowser as a starting outfielder, but it is what it is. Mason Wynn as your first bench player, and then the rotation. Nice mix of veteran and young players. One closer though, and it's one that I wouldn't recommend. And Ryan Presley, but yeah, if the Cubs do well, then Ryan Presley should get a lot of saves, so that's not too shabby.
Darvish just went at pick 180.
Yep, it looks like it.
He's going to be better than that this year.
Nah, he's already hurt too, I think. Let's see, what was his issue?
Yeah, if he comes back before June or July.
Yeah, he's out until at least April 25th, but he does have an elbow injury, so he's going to start the year in the IL. Will miss the start of the regular season and has no official timeline for his return. Yeah, that's not, no, I'm avoiding that. I don't need that in my life. Bryce Terang just
I
went.
don't need him now, that's for sure.
Bryce Terang just went. I think I like Bryce Terang better in roto leagues and category leagues
Yeah.
than I do in points leagues. That's just me,
Yep.
though. Okay, so someone agrees with me. So there's
But he's a run scorer.
Yeah, I mean, he plays on a good team, decent team is going to be winning a lot of games supposedly. Nashville is on the clock. Melvin, we're waiting on him to make a pick. Go ahead.
Going to steal you 25 bases,
Yeah.
maybe score 100 runs, potentially. Hit for decent average, not strike out a lot.
Yeah, it could be helpful. It could be helpful in a league like this, but I wouldn't bank on it. Alexis Diaz, another very inconsistent closer going this late. I avoid Alexis Diaz like my wife's meatloaf, man. I ain't doing it. I'll do
Yeah.
anything. Listen, I'll do anything for love, but I won't eat her meatloaf. Literally, get your heads out of the gutter. I'm literally talking about meatloaf. I'm not a fan. I love my wife's cooking.
I'm going to remember that.
Well, I already told her she hasn't made meatloaf ever since I complained about it. So she knows. She knows. She knows. Yeah, I usually like her cooking, not meatloaf. I can't do meatloaf. I won't do that. All right, let's stop messing around. I'm just gonna go ahead and take a leap of faith here. I think I'm gonna pick my second baseman right here, right now.
I know who you're going with.
Who am I going with? Say it. Splurt it out. Blurt it out. Hurry up. Say it.
Uh, Christian Campbell.
Ew, no. What? No. Nico Horner, man. Oh, I got two Cubs players on my teams. Okay, so I lied about that. It looks like he's healthy, so I'm good with that. If he's healthy, I'm content. Francisco Alvarez just went. He goes to Carey's team. No, I've always liked Nico Horner, even in a league like ours, because he's a pretty well balanced hitter. But obviously he gets hurt a lot. He doesn't have much power. I'm hoping that he at least develops some what do you call it? Doubles power. You know, hit those balls into the gap. Oh, Bubba Chandler just went. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I was hoping to get him. And Luis
Why?
Rengifo. Who, Bubba Chandler? Uh,
Yeah.
long-term speculative pick, man. I like Bubba Chandler. He had a good year.
Yeah, but he's another injured. I mean, if he wasn't injured, I could say it.
Did he get hurt again? Or did he get hurt, period? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's going to miss some time with elbow
Bubba
arm issue.
Bubba Chandler, there's no update on him. The last update was that he's going back to minor league camp.
The Pittsburgh pitcher?
Yeah, Pirates, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was.
Well, yeah, I don't see any Red Cross on him, so well, okay, well, maybe it's good that I dodged the bullet then, but yeah, definitely would have been a guy I would have tried to keep on my minor league slot, especially if I'm banking on the idea that what's his face? That's a good pick, Matt Shaw, by the way, Primo. But I'm banking on the idea that maybe Jackson Joey makes the opening day rotation for the Tigers, and Bubba Chandler, who was ranked pretty high in my minor league sheets well, then again, my minor league sheets, and I only got through like 11 teams, so I still got like 20 some odd teams left to go in that one, 19 maybe. But Bubba Chandler was ranked pretty high when I was doing it.
Let me see if I can find it here.
But Matt Shaw going to Primo's team, that's the guy now that guy qualifies everywhere on Fantrax, and that's with me using CBS rules, but somehow Fantrax rules supersede my rules. So Matt Shaw qualifies everywhere in the infield except for first base and catcher. By the way, is catcher considered part of the infield? I always forget. I consider it part of the infield, but I don't know if others do.
Yeah, I do.
Right? That's what I thought.
Is
Yeah,
he
damn.
not a corner infielder?
Well, Matt Shaw? Yeah, third base. But at Fantrax,
Catcher?
no, not a catcher. No, Matt Shaw qualifies at third base, shortstop, and second base at Fantrax. Not at CVS though.
Jared Jones. Let's see what it says here.
He's the one that's hurt.
Oh, who did you say?
Bubba Chandler, the minor league player.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, but
My bad.
Yeah, Sean Burke just went for some odd reason, but that's not the White Sox pitcher they'd be getting here. But oh well. No, but Jared Jones got hurt after I drafted him in the other league that Robert and I are in, the categories league. Yeah, he got hurt afterwards, and so it kind of forced me to, pick more pitchers on that league because of it, just to make up for that fact. But yeah, it's Jared Jones, and last I checked, he's getting a second opinion, and I think it's inevitable.
Yeah, that kind of stinks. I hate when young kids get hurt like that,
Yeah, and that's what I see out of Paul Skeens too, but I guess Paul Skeens is made out of metal or something. There's Jared Jones. We just talked about it, and we talked him into existence, going to Texas Power Drinkers team. We were just talking about Jared Jones in the Zoom call. Once again, guys, thank you so much for keeping me company here tonight. As we do the very first ever Zoom call. And as you guys can see, the chat has gone quiet. This is the part of the draft where the draft gets super quiet. Meanwhile, it's lit here in the Zoom meeting, man. I'm just saying, like, everybody wants to talk about the camaraderie aspect of it, but where's the camaraderie now? It's all quiet in the chat. That's what I'm talking about.
Did you end up putting your the draft board up for this or no?
What draft board?
In a Zoom call? Like, you said you were going to put the draft board up for the for the Zoom
No,
call?
I just
Or
what I'm sharing are like just random teams, which
oh, okay,
yeah,
okay.
because but I haven't used the
You just
queue. I haven't done anything where it would be to not my benefit. Like you guys would be able to see and that nothing of that.
I
So
got
I was thinking about it,
Yeah.
but
right.
it's a pretty ugly draft room that CBS has for the people. So, but their team roster page doesn't look too bad. There's Primo's team right there. Atlee Rushman at catcher, Bryce Harper, Kerry Carpenter just went to Texas Sooner. Jose Altuve, Alec Bohm, CJ Abrams. He's missing a left fielder still, but those guys are a dime a dozen too. Kerry Carpenter and Tomayuki Sugano going to Tim's team. Good luck with that. Those pitched.
Who?
Uh, Japanese import who's playing with the Orioles this upcoming season. I
Yeah, I
think
see.
he's projected to be
He's
pitched to.
35.
Yeah, yeah. He's projected to be a pitch to contact pitcher, which for me it's a no for me, man. I don't do that unless I'm there must be something special about those guys, those pitch to contact pitchers, for me to even
Well,
remotely consider them. Go ahead.
let's see if a change of scenery does something for this guy.
Yeah, I like that one. The Walker Bueller pick, that's a good one. I was that's a guy I been trying to target as well this late in the draft, but as you guys can see, there were other pitchers I preferred before I got to Walker Bueller. Chase Dollander, we talked about him in the other on the other episode, and that's a guy who might actually make it out of the Rockies organization in one build or whatever the saying goes. He might actually survive Colorado. He looks pretty darn good out of the Rockies organization. He looks very promising. So we'll see if he can tackle the thin air in Rockies land.
What's he, a starter?
Starting pitcher Chase Dollander, prospect for the Rockies, going to Juan Soto's team. But Walker Bueller, yeah, he plays in a much more hitter-friendly ballpark compared to Los Angeles, the Dodgers. But he's been looking. I mean, he looked good in the World Series. Number one, number two. He's last I checked on him, he looked pretty darn good in spring training. So and
Yeah, and he's either going to be serviceable or he's just going to be bad. you know.
yeah, and I think it's worth the risk. I would be comfortable having him on my rotation. I was targeting him for later, but you got him before I did. So Matt Wallner just went. Ranger Suarez goes to Austin's team.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. Ranger Texas Ranger
You said the
Suarez.
left fielders are a dime a dozen, and that's the one I queued up, and of course he's the one that gets taken.
Yeah, Tim gets Matt Wallner. Yeah, he qualifies at both left field, right field. Sure. Robert
And I
is on
think
the
he's going to
clock.
be a leadoff hitter this year. They're talking.
Oh, that's right. I did see that as well. Yeah, yeah. One thing about Matt Warner is he does strike out a lot, but yeah,
Right.
he puts a wallop on that on those batted balls he tattoos those balls, man. I tell you what. He has the statistics that show that he punishes those balls. So we'll see
Well,
if he makes more contact. Go ahead. Make their joke.
is everybody missing left fielders now?
Pretty much. Not me though. I got Yordan Alvarez. Sean Manaea was hoping to get him right now. Oh well. I already got too many injured guys. That's fine. And there's still a lot of good pitchers left on the board still, so I'm not too worried. I forgot I gotta mark down Taj Bradley as well. Lots of really good pitchers still on the board, you guys. So I'm not gonna panic too much. I just don't know which direction to go with. For my next pick, I should definitely go hitter, but what kind of hitter? I have no idea. That's always the $100 million question. Maybe I should go pitcher. Let's see, any relief pitchers that I like? There's one guy in particular. I just don't know if he's gonna be actually closing. So it remains to be seen. That's a tough one. It's a tough decision. You know what? I got it. I'm gonna piss off the people right now. Oh, that's no. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Should I? Yeah, let's piss off the people a little bit. Why not? I'm not gonna win this year, guys. It's over for me. It's over for me. Uh, Yeah, I'm getting, and I'm just
Yeah,
getting,
okay, yeah, I agree.
I'm getting
That's
too.
it.
What's that?
That's just as good as Walker Bueller.
I'm getting too cute now, you guys. But it's also that part of the draft where if the big names are gonna be noticed and they're gonna get selected if I don't get them first. So Justin Verlander going to my team. I like him this year. He plays for the Giants, that gargantuan outfield, and he's gonna be my eighth starting pitcher. It's a lottery ticket of
Five
sorts.
innings a game.
That's all I ask. That qualifies for the win, man. Not that the Giants are gonna do much of that, but
No, nothing wrong with that pick.
yeah. Yeah, and like I said, there's a lot of good pitchers out here anyway. So, but this is a luxury more than anything, especially after seeing Sean Manaea go. So, yeah, like I said, if I don't get him now, I think someone's gonna notice him. And yeah, I purposely moved them up my draft board just to make sure I don't miss out. Tyler Fitzgerald. Speaking of the Giants, Nashville getting Tyler Fitzgerald. So, whose team am I showing? Whose team is that again? Oh, that's Primo's team. Let's look at his pitchers. That's a hell of a murderer's row at pitchers, man. You got yourself. Yeah, that's a hell of a pitching crew right there for you, Primo, man. That's impressive. I'm pretty sure I'm missing some players too. Let's refresh that sucker up. Let's go back down. No. Oh, well, yeah, Walker Bueller, right. So what's wrong with why is there a red cross on Walker Bueller? Oh, he's sick. Good. That's some good news, right? It's not an arm injury for once.
Yeah.
For once in our lifetime, it's not an arm injury. That's a good thing. I will take that. So we kind of wait on, was that Houston? Houston. Oh, that's John E. Damn it, I always mess those logos up. John E. on the clock for two back-to-back picks, or just one pair of back-to-back picks, is what I meant to say. Take a look at Nico Horner. It says that he finally played and he's coming back from forearm injury. It doesn't say anything about him starting out on the IL. He, they might want to give him more time to rack up some reps, so he may not start. Either way, it's a major step forward for Nico Horner to get full clearance to start the season. And if he does miss time, it won't be that much. So, yeah, that's what we're looking at. In the meantime, I'm still trying to figure out what my next pick is. Johnny made his pick. Michael Taglia. Okay, cool, man. Oh, sure. Michael Taglia. There's one really good first baseman that I would get if I didn't have so many first basemen already. Although I might still get him as a util guy, but I haven't decided. There's a lot of util eligible guys as well. There's just so many options here, you guys. So many options. I'm hoping that some of these picks before I get to my turn again can make the decision easy for me, but and narrow it down a little bit for me. But man, yeah, it's getting to that point where yeah, it's getting to that point where it's guys are gonna just diverge all over the place pretty soon. Max Muncy, yep, sure enough, he
Yeah,
gets the guy
man.
that I gets the guy that I had nowhere near my. Well, he's on my radar, but not someone I was considering with my next couple of picks here. So I still got too many choices on the board here. Um, but there's one guy at first base that I really love, and I just don't know if I should get him or not because I already got two first basemen and Spencer Steer and Spencer Torkelson. I do have the util spot available that I can utilize as well. Spencer Steer could play left field, so he doesn't necessarily have to play in my first base slot. But there's also a really good amount of outfielders that I still like that I can also utilize in my util position. So yeah, we got some options. We got some options here. It's just always the battle is trying to narrow it down. Lucas Giolito, yeah, that's not gonna cut the mustard for me. Jesus Christ, you guys. So yeah, but this is the point of the draft where everybody has now they just diverge. They go to different roads, and suddenly that strategy that I like to utilize, where I let the other owners make the decision for me. That's not gonna cut it here because there's just too many ways to go about it. Lucas Giolito's not even on my pitching board. So what the hell is Melvin doing? I think the problem is
What team does he? What team does he play on?
music. Lucas Giolito, Boston.
Yeah. Oh, he's
Boston.
on Boston now.
You are correct, sir. Uh,
This is where you look for stats, not players.
yeah. Oh man, I don't know what to do. I've narrowed it down to two players, but still. Ooh, do. Okay. All right. You know what? I expect a big year from this guy.
You got a first year, first base.
I'm gonna go first base. You know who I'm going with?
I
You want
know
to
who it
guess?
is.
Who is it? Who is it? Hurry up.
Yeah,
20 seconds left. Hurry up.
an ex Philly.
No, it's not. Good.
Okay,
That's a good guess though. Ryan Mountcastle.
and he would have been my second guess.
Yeah, I didn't know if he would actually be good in this format, but I have an open util
Well,
spot available, so that's where I went with. So hopefully it pays dividends.
you,
Go ahead.
the only reason why I think he's good in this format is because he gets a boatload of walks,
Yeah.
and he hits for power.
Yeah,
And
I they're pushing the fences in Baltimore, so I'm hoping that helps him out because the last couple of years he has not hit for too much power. As they did that whole thing with the wall, and it benefited the
but
pitchers, but Mountcastle suffered for it. Go ahead.
nope,
Sorry, I thought you
I
had
agree.
something else to say. My bad. Yeah, he his numbers were down last year. But the strikeouts have gone down too, so I think he's hitting for more contact. So he could balance that out a little bit. We have a guy who can go back to hitting 25, maybe 30 home runs, and hopefully a steal in this format. But now that gives me three first basemen, which I don't like. I like more variety on my team, but it is what it is. I mean, uh,
Yeah, he always seemed. I don't know what his exit velocities are or anything like that because I'm not a big stat guru like that. But
well,
it always looks like when he hits the ball, he hits it hard.
yeah, that's
Mountcastle,
always been his MO. Mountcastle has been a guy who can hit the for a lot of line drives, but again, with I think the wall just messed him up. Let's take a look. Yeah, oh yeah, 90 miles per hour. So even then, he's still hitting the ball pretty hard. Average exit velocity of 90 miles an hour right here. Even last year, little bit of a dip, but it's still above 90, which is a
right?
45.2% hard hit rate, which it's about the what he's been doing the last three seasons. The barrel rate is what went down. That was the first year since his rookie year in 2020 that the barrel rate was not in double digits. So, and then of course, besides the exit velocity, what kind of quality is that exit velocity? The quality is, yeah, see, line drives, right? 24% last year. But he's been hitting more ground balls than fly balls, which, as you know, if you're not hitting fly balls, you're decreasing your chances of hitting home runs.
Yes,
But yeah,
sir.
but he tries to line his swing. Oh, 24.2% is what he's doing in spring training this year. Sorry about that. 21.6% was it last year, which it's about his career norm. He goes over 20% rather easily. So, so yeah, so he's a line drive hitter who used to hit the ball more in the air back in 2021 and 2022. And he sprays the ball everywhere too. That's the thing I like about him too. But I
Right.
think I think that wall just messed him up to the point where he really did struggle last year. So hopefully the walls are pushed in, and I think they did it just for him. So we'll see how that turns out. Go ahead.
Well, here goes the talk of the spring.
Hayden Birdsong, yeah. Hayden Birdsong, that's a guy I like a lot. He's been spotlighted numerous times on my podcast. That's somebody that we got to keep an eye on. He had his chance last year, and he kind of mixed results. He was a very dominant start one time, and then he just kind of broke into little pieces. the you
Well,
know, so we'll see. Go ahead.
it was his walk issue.
Mm.
He had a ton of walks, and he hasn't had one walk this spring.
Oh, okay. Okay, so
Not one walk.
he learned his lesson. He's learning as he's going. And I know that he was fighting for that fifth rotation spot for the Giants. So yeah, if he's
Yeah,
gonna,
it's not even sure he got it. So
yeah. So there you go. There you go. Lourdes Gurriel just went. I was looking at him too as one of my last hitters to get. Texas Power Drinkers is on the board. I pick in 11 picks, which is weird to say. I'm still not used. I was hoping I get more picks this late in the draft, but I guess not. But so far, I'm kind of proud of myself. And like I said, I was thinking about you, Primo, when it came down to it. You know, like who's a good example of guy of a league owner who trades away his first 4 round picks, 5 round picks, and just starts late every year. And it's you. And I thought, well, if he can do it, I think I can do it too. And so far, it wasn't the end of the world. I see a lot of good players that I would love to have on my team still available from both sides of the spectrum, both the pitching side and the hitting side. But we are running out of positions here. We're in round 18.
I think this is the last round coming
Oh,
up,
this.
right?
Oh, really? Oh, boy. Jeez, I could draft forever, man. I could just keep on drafting. Shane Baz going. Oh boy, who do I want now? It's a lot of good starting pitchers still left, man. I can't believe there's so many that are left and that are being avoided. Some of the guys who are going way too that should not have been drafted in this league, like Garrett Cole, Tomoyuki Sugano, Sean Burke, Ronel Blanco, Jameson Tyone, Dean Kramer, Charlie Morton, Shane McClanahan, Eric Fetty, Merrill Kelly, Jared Jones, Brandon Woodruff. Like that's why I'm kind of kicking myself as to why there's so many good starting pitchers available. It's because of those other picks that were made. But yeah, alas, this might be it for us. Well, it's been fun as always, gentlemen. Thank you so much once again for keeping me company this evening. Yeah, I got one more bench spot, and I
Yeah, if you do this again next year, it'd be great if you got more people on here, you know?
hey man, you saw me, bro. I mean, I invited everybody.
I did.
I mean, I can't you I- hey Primo's. If you guys are hearing this, Primo, Melvin trying to get at me. Okay, Felipe took Mountcastle. Aha, the tables have turned. Yeah, I took Mountcastle in all the leagues that I've been. It's been no secret, but Melvin always trying to get a gotcha moment on me. No, it's not gonna work on me. Probably should mention it as well in the chat that I got Mountcastle in all my leagues. What's the problem?
How long before he's on the waiver wire?
I hope not.
Mm.
I hope not. No, if he's in the waiver wire, it's gonna be what? I give it maybe a month. I want to see if he can actually turn things around.
Who's on the waiver wire?
No, he's asking how long before I cut him, Ryan Mountcastle.
I see.
By the way, when you were talking about secretly talking about Tommy Edman there, Primo, I guess we could talk. I can mention one name. I don't think you guys are gonna go after him, but if you do, I feel like it's not gonna be because of me. But Willie Castro of the Twins
Oh yeah,
qualifies.
he's the only one that he the only position he doesn't qualify for is catcher or something like that.
Johnny says, "I'm sorry you got Mountcastle in all 3 leagues. Like why? Huge bounce back candidate this year."
Well, that's it. He bounces every other year.
Nah, man, the walls are pushed in. I think that was the problem with Ryan Mountcastle. Those stupid walls. And yeah, I think he's gonna be taking advantage of the short walls now. Oops, haven't been
What
updating
do
my
what
cheat
do we
sheet
have?
here.
What do we have? One IL spot? Is that what
Yeah,
we
one
have?
IL slot. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Sorry, I know I spoil you. Oh wait, you're not in any other baseball league with me. Sorry about that. Although in the football league that, oh, you weren't in that one either. Oh boy, I'm just full of awkward moments with you today, Primo. If a spot
Yeah,
opens up,
well,
you want in? You want in on that football league?
yes, sir.
What if it's a pay league? I might do another free league this year because I didn't like the way that it. Not the results, it's just I feel like we need another year of just another year of free. I haven't decided yet though, but if it's a pay league, is that going to be an issue with you?
No, no problem.
Okay, okay, all right. Because the football league was pretty fun last year. Pretty fun. Oh, I always
Oh,
like winning with quarterbacks who have no real reason to be starting on a fantasy football league, let alone an NFL team. But that's how I get my jollies off. All right. Good luck, fellas, says Stephen K. So, yeah, there's a draft. No draft recap. We saw it live. I feel like we reacted accordingly. Brandon Sproat going to Johnny's team. That's a decent pick right there. Nice prospect for the New York Mets, and he might actually start
oh,
opening day as well. We'll see if that comes to fruition or not. But as
what am I gonna do?
Primo's getting ready to make his last pick, I think I still got Primo's team here. He needs a left fielder, right?
Mm,
No. Let's see.
yes, they do.
Oh, well, there you go. Get a left fielder.
Willie
Oh,
Castro.
oh, God. Yeah, but yeah, your
No,
team
no,
your team
no,
looks stacked though. I'm looking at it on the other screen. It looks stacked. You might see
no.
an
Let me do this.
all right, Michael Conforto. I gotta dig him out. There. Well, now
It's
that
between him and Ramos. Helio Ramos.
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of good left fielders out there too, but Conforto might give you something. Yeah, but I think I would have preferred Ramos over Conforto, but it is what it is.
Only because the ballpark and the lineup. I think a few more opportunities for him.
Conforto?
Yeah,
Yeah, the Dodgers are a better lineup, much better lineup, by the way. And maybe he's healthy this year.
little
Maybe.
better field. Right.
Yeah, David
But
Peterson.
that's why we play the games, right?
Yeah, how long before you cut him?
Not long. Well, he's the only left fielder I have, so yeah.
Let's see. Palante also going to. I know that it's my turn, guys. I am aware. Palante going to Robert's team. Chris Martin also going to Robert's team. I don't know what to do here. This is. I hate this part of the draft. I never know what to do. Lots of good players out there available, but you know what? It's a points league. It's a pitching league. Let's go with a guy that I missed out on in the other league. What the hell? Okay, maybe I got to type in his last name. There he is, from the Cincinnati Reds. He's been killing it in the spring. What's his? Is he healthy? Yes. He's been killing it in the spring. Nick Martinez. Let's go. Nick Martinez. So yeah, I feel bad. I'm kind of shortchanging the people on the draft recap, but we went live instead. I got a draft recap to do tomorrow, Monday night, for the Baseball Life League with my friend James Pinos. So hope everybody enjoys the recap, the live reaction to this one as we finish up. Chris Martin of that one band who sings Yellow. Fudge, I forgot the name of the band. Who's that band? It was all yellow. What the hell?
You're
I
What?
forget. That's
Coldplay.
even
you're
old for
you're
me.
Yeah, Chris
you're
Martin.
20 plus years younger than us, brother.
Yeah, but I don't listen to popular music. That's the problem. Yeah, Chris Martin of Coldplay gets selected by Robert. Yes. And then Mike Yastrzemski also goes to Nashville.
John gets the most important pick.
Mr. Irrelevant. Yeah. Man, I feel like I called on John's name all night long. I'm tired of seeing his name.
Hey, he's the champ. We got to pick on him.
Yeah, yeah.
He's my week one opponent.
Hey,
Felipe,
I'm not sure.
we're in the same league.
I haven't set the matchups yet, guys. So
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
he might be your week one. I don't know. It's going to be the same exact as it was last year. That's for sure.
Juan Soto.
I was just going by the scoreboard that was on the homepage.
Yeah,
He,
he's not up there yet.
oh wow, he went with Cam Caminiti. That's bold. I
What?
Cam
Because
Caminiti.
Cam means an old Astro name.
Yeah. Let's see. Juan Soto. I'll be
The
listening
son
to
of an
that.
Astro.
That's right. Yeah. Ken Caminiti. Is he the
Yeah,
son of Ken
exactly.
Caminiti? Cool. I just
Yep.
want to read the comments here. Juan Soto says, "I'll be listening for that in your recap." What? Oh, that Mountcastle. Oh, he believes that Ryan Mountcastle is a bum as well. Johnny, well, not a bum, just underproduced. Yeah, but we talked about it. It's a bounce back situation. In the 17th, 18th round? Come on, guys. Knock it off. Uh, but
Hey,
once, go
Juan,
ahead.
at least Juan didn't pick Syndergaard like he did a couple of years ago. It caused a little stir between him and I.
Juan Soto, I had him in my bum category, which Johnny replies, yeah, just high expectations, low results. I don't have any expectations. Well, I mean, I do, but it's a medium risk, high reward type of situation late in the draft. I mean, come on.
Right.
And
There's a reason why these guys are bench players.
no, well, he's in my util
On your
slot right
team.
now, yeah, but it's because Spencer
Right.
Steer and Zach Neto are hurt. But we'll see. Felipe, wish I was on the call. Something went wrong. Looking forward to the recording. Okay, I actually was expecting Johnny to be on this one, but I don't know what happened. It worked for you guys. You guys called and got the passcode in without an issue, right? It sounds like.
That was easy. It was pretty easy.
All right, all
Yeah, it's
right.
very simple.
All right. Well, now we know. Now we know. Like this is how it works. You guys don't have to be on camera like me. Hey, how's it going? I'm on camera, and
But,
I'm
you
just
know,
sharing my screen anyway.
honestly, Felipe, I think a lot of guys like to listen to the recap afterwards.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just trying to do something different, because you do a bunch of these, it becomes repetitive there, Robert. So I figured, well, this is something unique, something new. This is my only fast draft that I'm doing, so I figured I do something different there. But yeah, I enjoy doing draft recap. But like I said, it gets monotonous after a while. You get doing it over and over again, and we never done a live
Oh
show
yeah.
before for this league ever. And I know that one of the things we used to talk about all the time is that one day we're gonna go to New Orleans and we're gonna meet up with everybody. And unfortunately, that's never happened. But this is I feel like this is as close as we're gonna get to that. So again, thank you guys so much. You guys didn't have to do it, but you guys stuck around the entirety of this call. I do appreciate it. And I'm looking at Cam Community just to get since he's Mr. Irrelevant, and we're trying to see where John E was coming from. But left-handed 18-year-old for the Atlanta Braves. He's the third best prospect in that organization. Estimated time of arrival 2029. Future value 45 plus. And again, on these grades that you see here, if you guys are looking at it, are based on an 80 grade scale. So middle of the road type of player is what they're saying. But yeah, it could always be more than that. These figures fluctuate as the player improves or declines throughout the minors. Uh, Left-handed pitcher, I should say. Mid-level fastball, but
You said he's with Atlanta.
Atlanta, yeah. But breaking
That makes sense.
pitches.
John likes Atlanta.
John, John's. I was going to say one of, but he's actually the only player that keeps minor leagues in his reserve spots.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking one. He has like 3, 4, sometimes more in his reserve spots.
I've noticed that too about him, and it just drives me crazy because you can't keep everybody, but you know that.
Right.
Well, you know what type of year it's gonna be for him. If he has like 7 prospects on, I'm exaggerating here, Bob, obviously, but if he has like 7 prospects, that means he's tanking. He's gonna tank this year. And if he only has a handful of minor league prospects, that means he's actually gonna try this year. And somehow he never ends up trading any of those guys. It's kind of weird. But again, getting back to Cam Caminiti, the bread and butter are his breaking pitches and the changeup, but there's still a work in progress. Command is going to be an issue. He's only 18 years old. And last year for Atlanta in single A, as a 17-year-old, he pitched 3 innings. And he must have had a really good game because he averaged 12 strikeouts per 9 inning, no walks, and just flat out dominated in 3 innings of pitching. So he got 1 start, and they gave him 3 innings. And I said, okay, that's enough for you, kid. Wait till next year.
Cy Young Award winner right there.
Oh yeah, if the Braves ever call him up soon enough, sure.
And last year it was Jack Leiter, and the year before that it was Kumar Rocker, and the year before that it was
No, it was Jack Leiter has been on the radar for like years now, 3 and Kumar
Right.
Rocker too for years, not just last year, but
Right.
like 2 or 3 years ago. Those were the names to get. Let's see.
Right.
That's the risk of taking these
Listen,
pictures. Go
you
ahead.
guys, I don't want to reveal any secrets, but when it gets to be May and June and you see who John releases to their waiver wire, you might want to look at some of those players.
Well,
I'm serious.
or if you need minor spots, that's the thing with those 2 guys. You don't know, you know. It's like the stuff is there. It's just You know, can you harness it? It just shows you how hard it is, to actually move up through the system, be a prospect, and actually end up succeeding.
Yeah,
It's
especially at
it's a
pitcher.
difficult task.
Absolutely,
You
especially
know,
at pitcher. Yeah, especially nowadays at pitcher, where I mean, you guys saw. I mean, a lot of old guys were still in the top elite starting pitchers list. Um, and even then, I ended up getting guys like Max Scherzer and Justin Verlander on my team just because I want to say I want to trust them over some of these younger guys that are ranked around them. I mean, here, let's the draft is over. I could share what I have here, my spreadsheet, if you guys can take a look. But this is what I was working on the entirety of the draft. I didn't have any players queued up because I was just going off my little cheat sheet. But this is what I had. You know what? Hold on. Let's start over. Let's go on the big screen. I'm using the little screen here. All right. Where's that spreadsheet? And that'll be the last thing. I know I kept you guys on for too long, so I do apologize. But since this was brought up, I feel like we got to talk about it really quickly here. Come on. This thing want to just cooperate with me a little bit. And okay. And I think my computer's tired too. But pay all this money so I can keep working overtime. But that's all I've been doing for the last month or so. Just been planted right here on in my office, and just looking at baseball player statistics and names and rankings and things of that nature. But here we are. There's the big board I was working on this whole time. The reason why I didn't have to queue anyone because I was just working off of this thing. But look at Justin Verlander. Justin Verlander at 42 years old, 40 whatever age he's in, I think he's more of a surefire thing than some of these guys, these younger guys that are around him, like Chris Bubich, David Festa, Dustin May, and same thing with Max Scherzer. I actually moved him up, but before that, he was somewhere in this vicinity right here. Um, but yeah, Max Scherzer, I moved him up, and I felt like he was better than having Brian Wu, Max Fried, Logan Webb, Hunter Brown, all these young guys. Max Scherzer is 40 years old, but he could still be trusted, is how I feel about it. And like I always say on this podcast, sometimes older is better when it comes to starting pitchers. Sometimes, not always, but sometimes. What you guys agree with that assessment, or you think I'm pie in the sky in this thing? What do you guys think about that?
It depends on the pitcher.
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
and you never know, with injuries and the whole aspect of the game has changed now. It's like 5 innings they're done. Which is good for a pitcher like Verlander and Scherzer and stuff like that. Less likely for him to break down. But, I don't know. Between those two, I'd rather have a Woo. I was pretty upset that I missed out on Christopher Sanchez because he was somebody I was targeting and somehow he got away from me. But that guy has looked awesome, man.
Yeah, he keeps improving, and
if you got any more leagues that you're drafting, then try to get them.
no, I'm done. This is my last draft. I'm gonna take it easy for the rest of the week or the next couple of days. I do have one more recap show to go. That's it for me, man. I'm done drafting. I only do 3 baseball leagues because if I do any more, my wife's gonna kill me. So I think she's gonna castrate me,
Yeah,
and then she's gonna kill me. Go ahead.
I do 4. Tomorrow's a big one.
Yeah.
It's I think it's like a 28, 29 team roster with
Yeah.
a lot of reserves. So
Yeah, Robert and I, we just
that'll
did one. We did a slow draft with 30 men rosters, and then minor leaguers are also included. And that slow
wow.
draft, it took us about 10 days to get it done, which is about right. That's about the average, 7 to 10 days to finish it. And
Is that the
Robert,
one is that the one you just redid on analyzed on YouTube?
yeah, that was the other that was, I think that's the most recent episode. Yeah, that's the one I did.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. I caught part of it. I didn't catch the whole thing, but
yeah.
that's a good thing I think about the YouTube. I have it hooked up to my TV,
Oh, okay.
so I'm
So,
able to. I use it's called Silk.
yeah.
It's a browser, it's an Amazon browser, and then it just hook it up through there and watch it on YouTube. So
Okay. So I got my big ass face is right on your TV screen every time you're watching. Okay, I see how it
I
is. I
I
gotta
miss
make.
the old podcast though. You
Oh,
don't say that anymore.
yeah. I feel. I think what happened was I figured out that my microphone goes berserk if I get too loud, so I try to be mindful about it. I'll give you one more. You've been listening to the Total Basis podcast, and that
There
was
you go. There you go. You got to emphasize that podcast.
I'll be sure to do it. Since I know I'm gonna be on their big screen TV, I gotta make sure I put some makeup on and make sure my face is nice and
Oh,
clear.
Jesus.
Yeah, make sure my beard is well kept for you as well, and be a Yankees player. There's my relief pitching rankings. A little bit of how the Sochers looks.
I saw you did that. You did that last draft. You had a wool hat on. Was it cold?
A wool hat. Yeah, that day it was cold, but really, I mean, I do it just because I don't want to. I don't feel like fixing my hair. So, but
Oh, I get you.
that
At least you have some.
yeah, and plus, I wash my Cubs hat using a cleaner, and now my Cubs hat looks like it's been through the gamut. It feels like it's been used by a little leaguer. Like, you know how it looks like they have pine tar all over it. Now that's what my hat looks like. It's
Right.
been discolored by the stupid product that I was using. So otherwise, I was gonna wear my Cubs hat, but it looks so unappealing to me that I decided to go with the beanie. But yeah, this hat right here is also wool, but it's an Orioles hat.
Hey, a gamer's hat never looks nice and clean and shiny.
That's right, damn it.
So
And
there you go.
I go through the gamut every year, so doing these drafts. But yeah, I keep getting invited to more drafts too, or to more leagues. And they all sound interesting, but I gotta say no. I gotta set my limit at 3, and I still gotta do the I gotta set up the playoffs for the basketball league. I still gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with the football league. I have a WNBA league that I really love and enjoy. Primo, if you're interested, man, we might have a spot for you if you want to roll with the girls there.
Nah, I don't. I know nothing about WNBA.
It's easy, man.
So
Just pick Caitlin Clark, and everything else should fall into place.
yeah, right.
But yeah, I have a hockey league too that no one pays attention, including myself. I don't know what the hell's going on in that league.
Although I did turn around that basketball team the first year.
Which one?
They went from
Our
They
league?
went from what? Yeah, the one we're in. That the keepers I had, or the team before,
Yeah,
was terrible,
yeah.
and
That's why I
somehow
brought
I
you
got
in,
lucky.
bro. That's why I brought you in, because if anyone was gonna turn that thing around, it was gonna be you. So, and then you won the championship. Like, damn it! I think I might have overplayed my hand here by getting in some. I felt, you know, when I brought you in, Primo, it felt like I was bringing in a ringer. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't gonna be fair for the rest of the class, but I had to do it, and because I needed to bring in some guy who knew what he was doing and could turn around things and be super active. And you never fail me, man. I've known you for 20 plus years. Same thing with Robert. I've known you for 20 plus years. I almost met you this past summer. Unfortunately, our schedules couldn't align. But at the very least, I can say that both of you are very worthy competitors. So it's just crazy to think that you guys have known me since I was a teenager, and all my adult life, besides my girlfriend, who's now my wife, you guys have also been a huge part of my adulthood too. It's just crazy to think that you're told from the very get-go, don't talk to strangers online. Don't talk to strangers online. I met Paul. I met Paul at a CVS league, and we were back and forth fighting with each other verbally, like back and forth, because he was such a, a tight ass, or as they call him, a red ass in baseball terms. And me, I was a lucky, the happy-go-lucky youngster who thought he knew everything at 17 years old. And we were at each other's throats, like just constantly bickering at each other in that one free league. And
Yeah.
then by the end of it all, I go, hey, because I think you mentioned it, either Robert or Primo mentioned it before, that we were also doing sandbox leagues, and the sandbox forums were just amazingly active, like, and you pick up on things. So I went up to Paul at the end of the year, like, hey, Paul, I know we don't know each other that well, and I didn't mention the other stuff, but I know we don't know each other well, and we're online, and it's weird. But would you be interested in doing a keeper league with me? And Paul, like, you want to start a keeper league with me? Yes, sir.
Yeah, that sounds like balls.
Does it? I've only talked to him like maybe a handful, like twice or three times in my lifetime on the phone.
And he's like, "Come here, sir. Let me put a stripe on your arm."
No, bro. Well, at that time I was using. Well, to this day I'm still using my dad's information. So as far as he was concerned, he was talking to a guy his age. No, he's talking to some stupid ass teenager from Chicago Like, and so yeah, I've only known him. I've only talked to him maybe 2 or 3 times in my lifetime, and it was I used to love talking to Paul, man. Him and we could talk about baseball for hours, and he was
The
one of the.
only two people I the only two people I still play with in the league that you might know are the Dugans,
Oh yes, you told me that before, the Dugans. Yeah, the, the
George and
uh,
the old man. A little. I don't want to say anything.
well, I'm glad. I'm
Being
just
on.
glad. It sounds like he's still alive though, so that's a good thing. But
Yeah. Are
he
you still
was.
recording?
Yes. Yes, I should
Okay.
probably stop and we can keep this conversation going. Anyway,
Okay.
Primo,
Hey,
Robert,
Felipe,
thank you so
Felipe,
much. Go ahead, bud.
Felipe. I know you're going to stop the recording. I want to say this. I know it's just me and you and Dave, but at least it's recorded. So when the other guys are going to listen to this, they're going to hear what I'm having to say. When this
Yeah,
league started, the first season, the first 2 seasons, every week after the Monday morning, we get a recap from Felipe,
that's
break
right.
down every game,
Yeah.
every thing that happened, and we could hate Felipe as much as we wanted, but it was good writing. I was very impressed, and I think it kept us all very, very into the league for the first couple of years. And I know you got other things going on, and that faded away, and that's more than okay. But I think those first couple of years, you made it to where you got people engaged, and they weren't going to give up on it. You got us all kind of addicted to it. So,
Yeah, and
you're a big part of this, and we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you.
no, and I thank you for
Well,
the
the thing
kind
is,
words, man.
too,
Thank you.
you enjoyed that as much as we did because you were just starting out writing, and I know you could tell it was like you know you enjoyed writing. I think
Yeah,
back then. Not
and
saying you don't now, but like it was young and fresh, and you were trying to you know
that's a good
it
point.
was your coming out party.
Yeah, it's me and writing are that's why I do podcasting now, but yeah, me and writing I have a weird relationship. Like if I'm on Facebook, I can easily just go on my phone and write a 5 paragraph essay without any issues. If you put me in front of a computer, in front of a Word document, or I write about baseball, I got what they call the yips, so to speak. So it's a shame what
Hmm.
happened to me. I could still kind of pull it off, but I mean, I tried doing that with our basketball league there too, Primo, but it's not the same as it was. And that was and not just our baseball league, but I went crazy on in the football leagues too. I think there was one time where I did a parody where I was doing the CBS. Or that was a mixture of the CBS and Fox pregame show to get the our fantasy playoffs up and running, and where I was doing a mockery of like Deion Sanders and James Brown and Bill Cowher
Right.
and Howie Long. I think Howie Long ends up punching Deion Sanders. I forgot. Some parody writing that I wrote. But yeah, it was creative. And Paul, to his credit, he did encourage me to write. Not for this league. I think what he thought was that it was just too extra. Like it was unnecessary. But interestingly enough, Robert, the reason I did it was to get you guys involved, to get you
Oh
guys
yeah.
interested, and I'm glad that it worked. But after a while, I was wondering, like, is this even working? Like, am I wasting
Well,
my time? But it was a passion of mine. I'll just keep going until I can't do it anymore. And yeah, instead of studying for my next class or whatever, or writing notes or whatever, I was writing up the recaps and at college in my college courses. I was writing the recaps for the week, and yeah, it was a lot of work, and I can't believe I did so much, but that was ages ago too. But Paul did encourage. He was like, "Hey, I noticed you're a good writer. Let's see if we could start a blog together. Start some talk about fantasy baseball, and let's just go with it and see what you could do." And yeah, yeah, and we started doing that, and that's where it started. Paul encouraged me to become a blogger. Same thing with EJ Fulbright. EJ Fulbright encouraged me to become a blogger for his blog as well, and then I realized I could do it on my own, and
yeah, we
I
had we
go
had
into
a couple
writing.
characters in that league though.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Charles Galinsky.
Oh God, yeah. I hope he's okay. But anyway, I'm still recording. Thank you so much, Robert, for the kind words, and Primo as well. Uh, Last words before I stop recording.
Well, I'd just like to say thanks for having us. It was nice, sort of meeting Robert for the first time,
Yeah,
and you as well, Felipe. Thanks for
likewise.
taking the time, and hopefully next year we'll get the more to join us, and hopefully it would be nice to get together and just have everybody get together and hang out for a night or so. And
Yeah.
you never. But
Yeah.
thank you again.
Not a problem, man. Thank you. And go ahead, Robert.
Nothing else from this end. Great job. We appreciate it. Everything you do. Hey, awesome. Looking forward to 2025. Dave, good luck.
Thanks, brother. You guys too.
Good luck to you guys, everybody. But most importantly, me. Good luck to me. I'm gonna need it this year. So, but for Robert, our
I'm
commission.
open for trades.
Oh yeah, I know you're always open for trades. I'm pretty sure Robert's open for trades too. Me, we'll see how it goes. But for Robert, the commissioner, that's
No.
pretty. Go ahead. No.
I said no.
I probably got 3 offers from Mike already. So
His first round picks are already on the table.
Yeah. This year's pick, next year's pick, and the following year. But all right, guys.
Get up 90 tomorrow.
Well, again, once
Nice
again,
talking to you.
Robert, the commissioner, Primo from Jersey, the Phillies fan. I am Felipe from Chicago. You've been listening to the Total Basis Podcast, Mardi Gras Madness edition. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll talk to you all soon. Have a good one, everybody.